And I'm not muted. I can tell the difference. I've been doing this for a while. Okay, so Roberto Gomez, Alex Pagulayan, 0-0 right now. I just checked the ball score, so that's good. Okay, I feel good about that. So the balls are here. Where's the game? Where will I do the game one?
Okay, so it's a perfect. Oh, how we're gonna mark games? We're gonna figure that out.
Yeah, you got to help me out here, Sophia.
I'm gonna help you.
All right, so. And Roberto is on the correct side of the screen for his pocket. So he's just not sure how to get that 10 out of here. We'll see what he ends up doing. Okay, okay. Which is up there on the scoreboard?
When they swap, yeah. Because when you swap players for the pocket,
It'll also swap then.
yeah.
And where's the swap button? Oh, look at that, where it says swap. Okay. Things are getting easier here every day. So that was a good shot. Touchy, he had to get the rail. I like it. All right. He's going off the 13 into the stack, I believe. Oh, into the 4 ball. Nice, yeah. That was strong. He's just trying to figure out how to not sell out a ton. He hates to get into a battle on that 4 ball doing little ticky shots over the 10 ball when the 10 ball isn't that close to Alex's pocket in the first place. Why battle it? You know, he's got to be wondering at least for a second, you know, should he just take the foul, come out here. Oh, no, he isn't going to ticky it. Okay, so he's hoping to catch the spin off the rail and get it out of there. So he had to hit that in a real specific kind of a way so that spin carried through the hit, caught on the rail, and then spun him away from the 10, but not too much. So we'll see what Alex likes here. I think the 12 ball, whatever that is down table, is not a great ball for Alex right now. I believe it's going to get in his way a little bit. Not that he'd go up table right now with the cue ball because there's so much over here for Gomez. You know, he's got some housework to do, some house cleaning to do. On Alex's list, he wants to get this ball. He wants to get the 6 and the 8 out of there. The 7, 12 are fine because they don't go. He'd like to get rid of this ball. He'd like to get rid of this ball. Those are all pro Gomez balls. Let's see. Yeah, so he just got the 8, the 12, and the 10 ball slid over to get to his side. So that again, speaking of housekeeping, OnePocket style, you know, later he would like some options. Later he'd like to do a backwards bank and, you know, do some interesting things with 2 railers, but he cannot have one of Roberto's balls sitting over here and do them. He wants to be safe. So first he's got to do some house cleaning. Roberto's in the same boat. He wants that 5 out of there. He wants that 10 out of there. Now, he has hooked Alex on all these balls for Roberto. And that is part of the plan. So we'll see what Alex wants to do. You know, you start slamming those balls and sometimes something jumbles and comes down. So he doesn't want that to happen. He may just slide down here off the 1. We'll see what Alex likes. twisted that one ball in. Nice shot. Nice shot. So Alex drew first blood. What's up, buddy? So what do we got here? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, nice try. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, no, we're right. And Matt McInnes is here. What's up, Matt?
Hello, everybody. Good morning or good afternoon. I'm losing track of time here.
Right?
It's hard to keep track.
It really is. It's been a hell of an event.
Yeah.
All right, so Gomez, instead of knocking that 12 in, he likes this one rail bank, or he's trying to see if he likes it, I guess. How's your morning been, Matt?
Oh, I just had a real nice sit-down conversation with Mark Wilson. It was really enjoyable.
Oh, that's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do with said interview?
Well, I'm gonna launch a podcast here coming up called the QCast. So look for it on Facebook, folks. But yeah, interview with him talking about the Linwood University and the students and the team that he's put together. It's really impressive, and it was precisely the right guy to talk to about some of the interests I have in terms of spreading pool education in the Pacific Northwest, something that I think we're lacking.
Oh, that's awesome, Matt. Well, very cool. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
And that was your second big get, I think that's the journalism interview term, is a get, right?
I think that
Matt,
it was,
I know stuff, and it's important to me that you know that I know that I know stuff. So anyway.
Well established.
Okay. Oh, Billy Thorpe is in the lead for the all-around by how much, Sophia? By a little bit or?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, okay.
2.7 points.
Jeez, that's a little bit.
Yeah, that bank pool victory kind of put him in a great position.
Right. Matt, who was your other interview?
Oh, I had dinner with Danny DiLiberto last night.
Oh, and how was that?
It was spectacular. You know, I could have listened to him for 8 hours. I mean, he's got stories for days. And I tried to get some stories from him that aren't necessarily in his books or already been included in other interviews. But just sitting down and talking with him was an actual treat. The guy's very warm, and he's a ham. He is a self-admitted ham. He loves guys like me who are interested in those stories, and he loves to tell them. And if anybody get a chance to see Danny, say hi to him and tell him thank you for all he's ever done for AccuStats and the game of pool and being 5 different Hall of Fames. He's a living legend. It was a pleasure. But he's here for the same reasons we are, which is to sweat guys like Alex and Roberto. And so here these guys are. This is the first game, and it's 2-1. Is that right, Roberto? So they just got started here before I walked up.
Exactly,
okay.
Exactly.
But yeah, needless to say, interviews have been really powerful. It's a great place to be for meeting world-class players and world-class teachers as well. I got to meet his instructor, Mark Wilson's instructor this morning as well. Had breakfast with Jerry.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh.
So it was, he joined us after a while, so it was fascinating.
Wow, Matt, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, Roberto is got so much firepower, but he's playing a guy who undoubtedly might be one of the best all-around cueists in the world, and it's just there's no shortage of that around here. So this is such a toss-up. I think Roberto looks to be a heavy favorite to win this rack at this point.
Yes, I agree.
I think he's going to find a way to get to this 10 ball, whether it's a bank or. Do you think he's going to try and get on that ball, or is he going to go back up table for the 2?
I think in a perfect world, he wants to do this. Oh, I wish my lines were straighter. I think he wants to get up here.
It's early, lady.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. I think in a perfect world, that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, get on that 2 ball.
I think he also, worst case scenario, he's going to pocket that 12 ball. You know,
and just
you
leave
hate
him
to end your turn by trying something crazy and leaving the guy with a duck. You know, so we'll see.
Well, now I'm wondering
so
if he's
going around.
Yeah, he's going to shoot that he going to shoot the 10 ball? No. He's either digging that 12 out or shooting the 10 ball, huh?
You know, that's a good thought. He might be trying to dig that 12 out. Yeah, he might get an edge here. Yeah. Or double kiss, hit the 12 first and try and double him out of there. We shall see.
That's been very noticeable watching these world-class players play OnePocket. Their efficient ability to dig balls out. I don't know if that's even the proper terminology, but they're so good at digging and squatting the cue ball and leaving guys just horrible looks.
Right.
That was one. Oh man, I was watching Alex. Was it Alex and Jeremy Jones? I'm trying to think of who I was watching yesterday, but they were taking. They each were like -3. They were just taking intentional fouls, leaving both each other into the stack as the coins were stacking up on their pockets. But they were happy to do so. They weren't trying to give the other guy a single look, and they kept landing the cue ball in the stack. It was fascinating to watch. Until finally, I think Jeremy was able to crack a few balls and get some separation.
Excuse me, I'm having.
No, it's okay.
Having no idea what I'm doing.
No, it's fun to watch.
It takes a lot of concentration to do things that I have no idea what I'm doing. I noticed that all of a sudden Roberto was playing nobody.
Right.
And I felt like that was awkward. Okay, so now they're having a coin argument.
Oh, it's the simple pleasures.
Right? All right, Roberto's cracking up now, so whatever it is, they're shoving each other out there, laughing at each other. Whatever it is, everything's going to be okay.
You wouldn't know it if that they, they seem to be pretty friendly.
Yeah, I would say. All right, so. Oh, is he one rail in the 10 ball? Technically it goes. With shape on the 15, I guess. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah,
no, I think
that's
he hung
what
it.
He was doing. Did he hang it? Oh,
yeah.
He did. You're right. So he didn't leave Roberto anything. I feel like Roberto has to take that 10 ball now.
Oh, got it out of there. It's a good shot.
Matt McInnes to the rescue with the Alex Pagulayan last name spelling.
Yeah.
Sophia had this all set up for me, and then what I went and did is I have no idea, but I erased Alex's name. So, okay, he's back banking? No. Two railing?
I always like to say if it wasn't for spell check or calculator, I wouldn't have graduated. So
yes, yeah.
I wouldn't try to spell Alex's name without looking it up.
Roberto Gomez has a possible 3-railer on this 14 with the natural hook. So if he can do that and stick the cue ball here.
Yep, there's nothing for.
I take line drawing classes at the community college in April, so if everybody can just hold on. Until then, there's going to be a lot of snakes on this table. Got a great instructor lined up. All right.
And
nice.
the shot.
Oh,
okay. I don't
okay.
think he meant to go into that 2-ball, huh?
Nah, he didn't.
No.
No,
I'm
and
surprised
Alex,
he did. I'm surprised he hit it.
Yeah. Well, I think he had his line wrong. Yeah. Now, obviously, he's got a problem.
Not happy with it. Yeah. So now, does Alex
got that ball.
Does he try to run into the 8-7 here?
I don't know. We'll see when he comes back up. No, I think he goes for the gap.
Separation. That's all he needed. Oh, he didn't quite get it free from the 7-ball. See, that's the thing. The precision at this world-class level is such that there are times when I'm not entirely sure if they're trying to tap a ball and separate it, but it seems intentional when they do it.
I know what you mean.
But the precision is so incredible that you want, gosh, was that just a fortunate roll, or was he really trying to tap that and get that separation? Because it boy sure looked like it.
I think it's John Schmidt. I forget. So one of the pros has a OnePocket match that they played that they later go commentate on. And
Schmidt did that, yeah.
One of the greatest things about it for me is how often he says, "Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I was trying to get over here."
Right.
Yeah, that's why, I know it looks okay or it looks horrible either way, but sometimes it looks like a plan, sometimes it looks like an accident. But
sure.
There was a fair amount of times where he would just say, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, I know he's as a B player or an amateur. I know there's plenty of times when I'm marching around a table in a tournament and something fortunate goes my way, and I sure as heck act like I meant to do it.
Just stay confident. Yeah, remain in that demeanor.
Yeah.
I think it's important to remain in that demeanor now. Okay, so what did he do? So Alex he just put on an extension.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to try and bank this 11 ball.
No.
And he missed it.
Yeah. Oh, nice, though.
That's good way to miss it. Leave it right in the jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and that's not a good description because it's not in the jaws. I have noticed some guys having difficulty when the ball does get deep inside that shelf. Getting it out is a lot more cumbersome on these diamonds
Than on a gold crown.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I even saw early on in the 10-foot challenge, I can't remember which player, but they tried to spin the cue ball and knock it in.
Okay.
And they missed the ball completely.
Oh,
and you just don't see that much among these guys. Yep. But I did see it at least once.
Yep, I saw John Broomback do that yesterday in a match I was commentating against Ho Chin.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, nice try.
What we got going on the TV table here? I think Shane is getting underway soon.
Oh, yeah? Nice. Yeah. I have not had a chance to really check out the TV table. You and I had spoken. If they had more space, it would have been nice if they could have kept that 10-foot out.
Oh, right.
And just left it set up and did stuff on it. You know what I mean? Just stuff. I don't know.
Well, I feel like this is my idea. I don't know if it'll work with AccuStats or not, but the action room that's upstairs, I feel like the Bigfoot Challenge should be in its own room.
Yeah.
Where you can have that going on, have that AccuStats can have that live streamed.
Right.
And then you leave this as a 9-foot of the entire event. You don't have to make that change. But then when the 10-foot challenge is over, you can have some action sweat,
Right.
Perhaps AccuStats can have their own action room.
Yeah.
I mean, and obviously it won't be called the action room, but they could be doing those challenge matches all week long.
Yep.
And you're going to tell me that Filler and Kachi and Shane aren't going to want to be on that 10-footer gambling?
Right.
So, yeah, they've got opportunity there to...
Yeah. No, I think there's some kind of ring game options, too, as far as, guys like our level all the way to their level would be interested in, depending on what the entry fee is.
Throw your hat
I'd love to go play some 10-ball ring game on a 10-foot table or 9-ball ring game on a 10-foot just to say I did it. You know what I mean? How much is that worth? I'll give you 150 and you can rake 50.
Yeah.
Put 100 in the pot with me and 5 other guys and just schedule a ring game every hour and a half. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, I would even come up with $1,000 if it was once a year to come down here and get into a ring game with the best players in the world. You give a couple amateurs a crack at it. Well, that would be a thrill of a lifetime.
Could be fun. Yeah, exactly.
They can take the money. I know they're going to take the money.
They're probably going to take.
They're going to take the money, man. I know they're going to take the money.
But hey, listen, you'd have a good time when you're doing it.
No, for sure. Yeah, I'll be curious to know if either one of these guys, if Roberto or Alex is in that Banks ring game, or how the invitations get doled out.
Yes. No,
I don't know how Truman does that.
And the Banks is tonight, is that correct?
I think the Banks ring game is this evening.
Now, you saw me play a guy, and I believe I found out later he is called the Chicago Sledgehammer.
Okay.
And he is going to be in the Banks.
No kidding.
He's in the Banks every year, apparently. And he beat some pros playing the Banks. Okay, so he's unhappy because he left the crossbank.
Yeah.
He was trying to hook him.
Behind that 11 ball?
Yeah, so that makes me feel better. That guy...
was it the first 9-ball match or the second?
Yeah, the first, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Right?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not have guessed that about him.
He and I had an interesting match anyway, and that makes him more interesting.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Cool guy. I liked him a lot. Yeah. Nice guy.
No, both the matches I sweated of yours, your opponents were gracious. And
you know, this tournament's different. I don't know either of their names.
Yeah.
I only knew that we played on table 37, and I just showed up and we flipped and started playing.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I didn't gather their names either. I got one was from Ohio and one was from Chicago.
Right. I think Chicago was Neil, but I really don't know that for sure.
You're right. I remember.
Okay.
I think it was Neil,
okay.
and I'd never caught the name of the gentleman from yesterday. Although he was very polite and professional.
Super nice kid, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Super nice
he had
kid,
nice things to say about you, and he was a friendly guy.
Yeah, I think we were very early into that match when we were clapping for him, and I think he picked up quickly that we were
pool fans.
Yes, that we were there just to hope everybody played good.
Yeah.
And he picked right up on that and was right for it. He was telling me good shot after shots, and yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I think there's more of that these days than there used to be. It's good sportsmanship. It's valued more, and hustling people is valued less.
Yeah.
If you notice that.
That's a good thing.
I think so.
I think that's the way we need to gravitate towards in America. We need to make it more about tournaments and the actual game itself than gambling, and try to slowly move away. It's never going to go away. I know that, but
I would like to sorry to interrupt, but I want to point out to people that if there's anyone who's noticed that we have an approximation of the score, I just want to I recognize that. I don't really have a solution, so here we are. So
okay, we're not sure who.
That's our score-ish.
Okay.
Well, if you add those numbers up, it
doesn't
pass 15.
Okay.
So
we're missing balls.
We have too many.
That's part. Well, see, that's I'm gonna take the heat on that one. I came in the middle of started talking and blabbing, and
oh, if only it were you, Matt. If only it were your fault.
I'm trying to take the heat, man.
That would be so easy to. That would mean that when you weren't here, the score would not be an issue.
Oh.
So that's just always almost at the point. Oh, but he's got the hook, I think.
Oh, not quite.
Oh, not quite.
Nah, I think he gave it up.
Right, yeah.
It's close.
It might still be awkward, too. I don't think he can hit it full. If he can hit it full, he can either stop shot or force follow it. Probably stop shot. If he can't, yeah, he can, or he wouldn't be aimed up like that. Nice.
Yep. Boy, look at this. You gotta get over there in that mess.
Yep.
Well, now it's dead. That's a quagmire right there.
Yeah, it is. And by the side pocket.
Oh, Corey and Shane just got started over there. Or they're just getting fired up. All right, cool. Yep, there's, I wish there was something to watch here.
Oh, we were just talking about that the other day, weren't there? There were 3 one-pocket matches right next to each other.
I sat down in the balcony, and I looked below, and Alex was playing Shane. Bustamante was playing Thorsten Holman.
Okay.
And next to that, Corey Duell was playing Tony. It was insane. It was like all one-pocket matches.
But yes, no, I remember that moment, and they were all next to each other.
Yeah.
All right, so that was interesting. That I'd say got lucky, but I mean that could have been worse for Alex. It was kind of again, I hate to say crazy, but you know, that's what it is. Roberto has a shot on the 11.
He's going to make that 5. Unless he pulls it back, and he can't really pull it back because he's too close to the rail, right?
Yeah. Yes, well, and worst case scenario is you miss the 11, make the 5, the 5 spots up, and you give Roberto Gomez
gives Alex the
dead straight shape on the 5 ball, or it gives Alex, dead straight shape on the 5 ball.
Now, but if he makes the 11, the 5 gets pocketed. Can he not get position on the 5 ball bank? If not the 15 ball bank?
If he makes the 11, it's a different story. If he makes the 11 and pockets the 5, then the 5 would stay down. I think
he might get position.
Bank it. Yeah, I think he could bank it. We'll see.
Oh, he's not doing that anyway. He's got other plans. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, I get nervous about hanging that 11 and then leaving the 15 exposed and having the 5 get spotted. That would be scary for me, but I don't have the confidence that world champion Roberto Gomez has, so I'll be curious to see how he handles it. He is not looking to shoot that 11 ball. He's going to cut the 15. I think that's a wise choice.
Yeah, taking it up table. Enjoying the mess. Oh, yeah, now we'll see. Alex has a cross mic on that 8 ball. And it's pretty free because of the way those balls are set up. If he can leave the 8 ball by his pocket to create some pressure, Roberto Gomez is not going to try a crazy 11-12 combo.
Yeah, no, that's what he's looking at. And that's why I like commentating with Mike D.
Oh, I'm making it up as I go.
You're right on this one.
I'll take it.
Boy, that's nice speed. Look at this. Trickle in and stop.
Oh, boy.
Man. Pocket speed.
And he's hooked.
Whew.
And he hooked him.
Yeah. Great shot.
Yeah. All right, so 11. Yeah, that is definitely 16.
Man, do you like to have coffee with your sugar, Mike?
I like my coffee to taste like Pepsi.
Oh, I see.
And it's actually more manageable than you might think. That's not as difficult. It turns out Pepsi is pretty much just a lot of dang
Well,
sugar.
see, I think you might get carpal tunnle from opening all those sugar packs right now. Like, what's going on over there?
I like it. I like it. That's a good
I
one.
don't want it to affect your game.
Yeah, right. It's called scurvy coffee. There we go. Cheeseburgers and coffee. Derby City Classic 2019.
Hey, man. Whatever it takes.
Oh, boy.
I'm not judging.
Yeah,
I'm kind of judging.
Listen, there's worse things going on in here in coffee. I'm proud that coffee is my way to stay awake.
Right.
We don't want to get into specifics.
No,
that's
not necessary. No. All right. How's he doing this?
Yeah.
Well, depending on, since we're not real sure on the ball count, is there a way you fire that 7 ball into the 8, sending the 7 ball back up table, making the 8 ball, and sending the cue down? I mean, assuming Alex is not on the case ball.
No, and there's nothing he likes. I would have to say, he's
looking at cutting it and selling out the 8.
I don't know.
Or making the 8. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so the problem with swerving around this ball, masse style-ish, just a little bit of masse, is when you hit that spin just takes the cue ball right in the pocket.
Yeah,
so he's hesitant to do that. This ball also banks back to Alex's hole, so he's hesitant to not move it. So he's in a little bit of a trap. He's deciding, as often is the case in OnePocket, offense might be the answer to this trap, where you just go for it.
And he drained it.
And then from there, now he can slow roll and make that 8 if he wanted to, or he could just go for it. So let me see here. Roberto Gomez, we're going to give him a ball. I'll take him up to 6. Okay.
Hey, I just had this crazy idea. Why don't I go look over at the table and see what the ball count is underneath the table? Would that be helpful?
Sure. It couldn't hurt. Alex is the one on the left-hand side of the table.
Yeah, roger that. I'll be right back. Get this accurate.
I want you to know I've done this twice today, and by the time I've gotten over, the game has been done both times.
Well,
just randomly, not for anybody, just randomly. So got to spot that one up. A little dangerous. We'll see. Oh, boy.
Who just made a ball? Because I believe it was 6-6 when I walked over there, and the ball went back on the table, and there's a ball down.
Okay. Roberto Gomez just got one.
Because there's 2 sitting that haven't been distributed yet.
Oh, okay. No, I know what you're saying. Roberto.
That could be the game winner.
All right. Good job, Roberto Gomez. That's what I was going to say.
All right, well, now we're square.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought all along, man.
Now we know.
You kidding me? I got this all figured out. You see my paper. All right. So there we go. Now the next thing is we're going to need to swap players if that comes up. And you are welcome to go sweat any other matches you need, Matt. It's all right. You are not on the clock, my friend. I understand.
Well, I think, yeah, when I see that they, which I think they're getting close to get going over there, I do want to watch.
I will not be offended.
Oh, you know what? They're playing OnePocket. They're already going. It's 5-2. I can see the ball count from here. I'll stick around until this match is over.
Sounds good. All right, so skimming that 11, hitting the 7, and the 6 came out. That's difficult. So we'll see. Does Gomez like cutting that back 6 backwards? Or does he want to slide under the off of the 6 and under the 10 and leave the cue ball here? We shall see. If he does the off the 6, he needs to make sure to not leave a bank on the 6.
Wow, look at this.
Spin. Oh, he needed that spin to catch. He needed it right at the rail to go zzz and just
underneath
get him
that,
to
yeah.
at least here.
Right.
Yeah. No, and in a perfect world, here and then here is what he was hoping for. So we'll see. No, now, you know, the biggest thing here is hide that 2 ball, and if we can, hide the 10. All right. Nice. So most effective way to do that in the stack.
Yeah, that's that just doesn't leave you with a whole lot to do other than try and move the cue ball to a point where you can't get at that 2.
Oh, boy, he may have to kick to under the 10 and just try and leave the cue ball here. We'll see.
And if he doesn't get a good hit, so be it.
He just throws a ball. Yeah.
Yep. And that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
So he's going to owe a ball. That's a tough shot, though, to make, you know, to make a good hit and not sell out.
Yep.
You know, because you could hit that, easily bump it, and leave a shot.
Yep.
Which is obviously.
So now if Alex can hit this ball on that angle and then send the cue ball at this angle, I know that's a lot going on, folks, then he can get the hook. But you got to like that shot, and you got to hit this real accurate at this angle, and you got to pop it with a top right.
Well, if there's one thing Alex is good at, is this kind of ticky-tack stuff that's all feel and touch. He's extraordinarily talented at it. I don't know, he's just going to decide to make that and go on a run.
Yeah. Yep. So he is not a Scott Frost splash the rack shooting guy right now, at least.
No, but he's going to make this 2 ball, and then he's going to put the cue ball back in the stack. Or is he going to shoot the 9 ball off the 15 towards his pocket and try and bring the cue ball back down over here, bump the 12 perhaps? Is that a shot?
Who could say?
Well, no, it isn't. I don't think it is, because it's going to move that 12 ball towards his opponent's pocket if he does that. So I don't think he'll do that move. Yeah, no, he's going to send the cue ball up table.
Yep, right there, and then probably right there.
Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah, I like that shot. That 1 ball squirts out. It's an advantageous area.
Yep.
And now Roberto doesn't have a whole lot to look at.
Yeah, no, I think Roberto has to just bank that 1 up and back and send that cue ball over here.
Yep.
Land in here. We'll see. The negative of this is, you know, you leave, if the 1 ball gets left here and the cue ball gets left here, then he can bank it back and leave the cue ball here for natural, you know, so.
Oh, wow. There's that.
Well. You know, Alex has done a lot for pool over the years, Matt. He deserves a ball. That's what.
Well, I've got to think too, and I don't really know how much Roberto plays one pocket, but Got to think Alex is heavily favored in this match.
Yeah, I would think. I would think.
I've seen Roberto play some extraordinary 10-ball and some great 9-ball as well, but
Sure.
I don't think this is his jam per se.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas Alex, you know, pick your poison with this guy.
Yes, yeah. I think Alex is kind of the ultimate seasoned player too, just all around, you know.
Right.
So there's that too. Yeah.
He's such a pleasure to watch. He was out there in a one-pocket match last night, and he's so hilarious when he's unsatisfied. You know it.
Right.
He will make jokes at himself. He's self-deprecating.
Well, yes,
and
he is.
He's got a great sense of humor, and
Right.
he's real. He interacts with the crowd. A lot of players don't
Right.
mess with the crowd at all, but Alex is just a fun guy to be around.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah,
a great,
yeah.
great attitude.
So yeah, he's just trying to, you know, at this point he wants to do something productive and
Yep.
defensive, and he's trying to figure out what the perfect mix of that is, you know.
Yeah, you know, Legal Bach talked to me about that one time, and it was an 8-ball lesson, but he
Yeah.
also made the analogy with OnePocket in the way that every time you're at the table, you're really trying to achieve multiple things. You're always trying to, it's always about controlling the table.
Yeah.
And in OnePocket, obviously, that's paramount until you can actually run 8 balls.
Right.
And so he's like, yeah, you know, you gain control through where you're leaving these balls. And in this case, that cue ball, that's not fun for Roberto.
Right. No.
I
Jeez.
mean, he's looking at blasting the stack and putting the cue
right,
ball in
at this
Alex's
point.
pocket.
Yeah.
But that can go wrong. You leave a bank if he's not careful.
Yeah. Now, if it's me, I'm going to feather this ball over to Hirish and try and hit that 15 ball coming back up and try and keep my speed so it doesn't go past this line for the hook. Now, he's definitely doing something with the rack. Yeah, I think if you had the shot at home, you could come off that 6 and come over here with the cue ball and leave the 6 over here for a pretty easy hook without ever really even trying to pocket the 6.
I saw you were commentating last night's match for a while with Mitch. How is it sitting in with Mitch? You guys have a good time?
Yes, it's nice sitting in with Mitch. He is a cool guy.
He's a fun guy, and he's knowledgeable.
Oh, yes. He thinks so fast. So
he thinks how he plays.
As soon as the ball stopped rolling, he's just like, I do this.
Yeah.
And he's right.
I really like that about his game.
Yeah.
And I hope that he can make a Moscone Cup team in the future. I really would like to see how he performs with that pace of play.
No, I agree.
I think it could be advantageous in that format.
No, I agree.
And he's such a good guy, and I think he'd be a good teammate. I hope he can get that opportunity in the future.
Rick Jones making it all happen.
Thank you, Rick Jones.
Right.
Bad boys.
Tournament director extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Trip planner. He's like my personal AAA. When I was a kid, you used to have to go to AAA and get a trip tick to go anywhere on any kind of trip.
Yeah.
And you'd have to call him. You'd have to go meet with him. I just let Rick know. Rick, Nashville, the 27th. Make it happen. He has people. That's real. And his people get on it.
Well, that's a good AAA to have, man. I got to figure that out for myself somehow. Pretty solid program.
It's worked out well. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, that's my whole goal in life is how to make derby happen on somebody else's dime.
Dude. The billiard industry. I like Roberto's shirt. He's not wearing your traditional active billiard shirt.
No, it kind of reminds me of the Nautica stuff that I wore in high school a little bit.
No, I dig it.
It's got a splash to it.
I dig it. I can respect kind of changing it up a little bit around
Hey, man.
here.
Yeah, stand out. I'd be like the norm. I mean, hey, this guy's got the type of confidence that he can wear Superman T-shirts when he's winning 10-ball tournaments.
Yes.
He can wear whatever the hell he wants.
Right, exactly. No respect, you know.
It's legit.
Alex is in there with his trucker cap on, making it happen. He looks like Pharrell playing pool.
He kills me. He's so great. So funny. You know, that wearing the hats like that, I swear people are just copying him. You know, I know the trucker hat thing is a deal, but in the pool room, he's kind of made it a deal.
Oh, I agree with you. It's about Alex.
I saw Kachi's rocking it.
Yes,
you know,
right.
Some other young guys are rocking it.
He came and commentated with me a bit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Nice, easy smile. Some of these guys are quick to smile if you smile and are just nice and not weird about it.
Yeah.
They're really quick to smile. And they're just having a good time. Everybody's happy to be at Derby.
Look at this.
Look at this. That's a great shot, Alex. Good cue ball.
Very nice. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like these guys are, it's not the type of fame that other athletes endure, but make no mistake, when they're at big events like this, everybody that's here, is an enthusiast at worst like me. So we know who they are. They're getting approached constantly, people asking them for autographs. And for the most part, the guys are very receptive, But there's that guy everywhere you go that's just kind of inappropriate.
Right.
Shoving stuff in,
It's been awesome to see how international this field is.
Oh, so
that
cool.
makes me feel really like pool even more, to see how international this field is. Who's here from Kuwait? What's that guy's name? Omar?
Omar's incredible.
He's running racks. This guy's banking stuff in. He's got this easy smile on his face. He's just having a good time.
Very, very well spoken.
I gotta say, the ball's rolled his way. It's interesting that the guy who's pleasant and creating, positive energy around him. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Whatever you believe in, he's a positive guy, and positive things happened on the table for him. I saw some things go his way.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, no, I think that's been one of my greatest, or one of the things that I've noticed. It's quite noticeable. Is the difference between the European, Chinese, Taiwan, those players and the American players. The difference is fairly stark. It's very noticeable.
Yeah, it is.
The way they carry themselves in the pool room and the way they treat it. It's undoubtedly a professional sport in these other areas. And they train that way, and they approach it that way. Wow, that was a miscue. But he's going to get a good hit.
I keep saying this, but Scott Frost, seeing the way he carries himself around here, is one of the more professional coming across guys. He's understated. He's friendly and talks to people nicely and tells his fans, "Thanks for your support." I've seen him sign a bunch of things.
Oh yeah, no. Well, and plus it's a big week for him.
He looks nice.
Thrown into the Hall of Fame as well. I think he's taken that all in for himself for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Bonnie thinks we're in high school study hall now.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Well, interestingly enough, though, as I sat and had dinner with Danny, Scott was next to us and came over and said hi for a second.
Oh, nice.
And essentially, he was sitting there behind us, and when he spotted us, and Danny noticed, like, well, he's sitting there smoking a cigarette, and he had just pulled himself out of an event.
Oh, wow. Yeah?
Because he was tired.
Okay.
And Danny said, well, here, there right there. You don't see any European players pulling out of events because they've been tired after 4 or 5 days, and you don't see any of them smoking either. And it was just an observation, not to cut on, nothing negative about Scott, but it is just a major difference where you see
major difference.
It's a major difference where
major
you see
difference,
you wouldn't ever catch any of them pulling out of something like that. But also, Scott's got a lot of stuff going on in his life, and he's not playing full time. So there's that, but. If you're serious about pool and you're in the United States, there's definitely a different approach that needs to be taken from the traditional ways that the guys have come to the top.
Yes. No,
and that's my point.
No, I agree. No, and you're not knocking a guy as much
not
as
at
you're
all.
just mentioning
not
that
at
the
all.
culture in the United States
There's differences.
could be a little different when it came to training and our level of seriousness. Boy, Alex and Roberto are having a good time.
Yeah. Well, they're friends. They're friendly.
The concept of a coach in billiards is about 4 years old, as far as I'm concerned, in America.
Right.
It's just pretty fresh to where legitimate players now consider having a coach an okay thing.
Right.
Whereas I think in other parts of the world that is a long-standing thing. I always think it's funny here that your fourth grader, when they play soccer, has a coach, but you who loves pool all your life and it's your dedication, you never had a lesson in your life.
Right.
Meanwhile, we know that everybody needs a lesson to play soccer or any other sport. Why not this one?
Well, to me, that was a pinnacle moment in my conversation with Mark Wilson this morning. Was he asked me, looked me dead in the eye, and he said, "Do you consider pool a game or a sport?" I said, "Unquestionably, it's a sport." And he said, "Okay, why?" And I explained why. And he said, "Well, that is one of the things we're fighting more than anything else in this country. Is that whole concept.
Yeah.
And the way it's viewed."
So Roberto is in a tough spot here because on the one hand he can bang these out combo style.
Mm-hmm.
On the other though, if he cuts that 5 in, and to him, he's got natural shape to get down here. He's just trying to kind of figure out what to do again to play assertive, aggressive. He could cut the 5 in and bring the cue ball back and get those out of there. He'd rather play aggressive than not.
Yeah, and that might mean a 3-8. That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Whew. Well, now I feel like he put himself in a trap.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's where he wants to be.
Criticize his choices.
No, because now he's got that 11, 7, and 5 that are all available to Alex.
And now he's got it. To me, the come with the shot is to come off this 3 ball with English to come. Yeah, see, and this is good. Look, it's hard to even draw the line to get under the 5, much make the cue ball take that line. You know what I mean?
Especially jacked up over balls.
It's got to be a punch,
and
that with English, but the English can't make it go too tight. It still has to float and then catch. Yeah, that's all I got, folks. Yeah, it may be time to just pop that 13 and try and get that cue ball to sit right there and just hope for the best. He put himself in a trap.
Not ideal. Whenever you're saying to yourself, playing OnePocket, I gotta hit this shot and hope for the best. Bad times.
Yeah.
Especially when your opponent's Alex.
You're playing Alex Pagulayan OnePocket Derby City and you're hoping for the best. It's not a good strategy. No. I don't know.
No, he's got a plan here.
Yeah, does that go off the 9 into the 5 bank back to his hole?
Trying to make the 9 ball. No. Oh boy, I think he just gave up. What is that? The 13? What is that? Green stripe?
I would say the green stripe is the 14, I believe.
The 14 ball? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Alex can make that 14. And he's going to get on the 7. He could be out here.
Yeah, I think Alex just got the invitation to the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roberto's on the dance floor, but he can't hear the band.
Yeah, something around those lines. Roberto has 1 game. Alex has none. I think that might be about to change. Alex has 3 balls in this game, going to 8. Obviously, there's no spots. So there's 4.
I see that Sophia has gotten your training levels elevated since I last was sitting in.
Yes, before she goes anywhere, she gives me about 4 instructions, and that includes a visual. And then she goes, and then I can contact her by phone, message, and she will get back to me. Do you know how they say I'd trust him as far as I could throw him?
Yeah.
This is as far as Sophia can throw me. She trained me how to do 3 mouse clicks, and she's sticking close.
Yeah, hey. Well, you got to start somehow.
Right?
Right. Baby steps. So he's going to shoot the 13 ball instead of the... Yep. Oh, boy. Moved a little bit more than you want. Nope, now he's looking at the 8.
I think he'll take the 8 and float into the 4-12 and get natural shape on the 4 off of that. Hard to know, huh?
Hard telling, not knowing?
Yeah, hard telling, not knowing. I believe that tangent line says he will hit this half of the 4 ball, which means 4 ball goes this way, 8 goes this way. I think the 12 slows the cue down, and he's straight in. We'll see if Alex agrees. Alex is using draw. Let's just not go along with my plan.
So, yeah, he's going to get behind that 3 ball then.
Yeah. Or at least touch the 9. I think he's drawn into the 9 ball. Oh. Oh.
All right. He did none of those things? And that's okay, because he's on that 3 ball.
Yeah, not on one of them. So he's on 7 now. Yeah, and this 3's about to be his 8th. Roberto says, that's good, friend.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. I have seen more of guys giving the case ball here than I thought I would. I didn't know that it would be that friendly, and I think it's mostly respect.
I agree.
But it's still sort of surprising to me.
Yeah.
Especially when you got to buy back in, and I would have. I know personally. I don't know that I would do it that much, but it's definitely common.
No,
I've seen
agree.
it constantly.
No, I agree. I'm not a fan of it, as you know. It's just I just prefer to make them all. Might as well make them all.
Yeah.
Are you tired? Are you sleepy? Why not just make the last one? What are you conserving energy? Come on, man.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Not make the money ball, just make it. Oh, I'm sure you could make it. If I was sure you could make it, we wouldn't be gambling.
Right.
You got to make it. I grew up, too, when that was a shark move. When they'd give you the first 7 9-balls so that when it got a little bit difficult or funny, they'd make you shoot the 9-ball all of a sudden.
Right.
And then that would shark you a little bit. So there were a little bit of moves. Also, when I was a kid is when you first started giving class, or when I first started noticing class, it was a move to keep people from getting loosened up.
Right.
Guys would start doing it. They'd miss, and there'd be 7 balls on the table, and they'd sweep the table and give their opponent the game. They didn't want them to have the easy 7-ball run out to get into stroke.
Especially in an alternating break
They'd rather
format.
just have, well, yeah, exactly.
Keep the guy in the chair.
They just mark it up. Yeah, exactly. I hope you break and scratch so I can get back to the table.
Yeah.
It was the opposite of class, honestly. It was a move, and I still think that happens a little bit. Yeah. All right, that's my story.
Well, Alex, this is rough. That's a good break or a good turnaround. I'm not sure if that was the side he broke from, was it? Or
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think.
I was gonna say that's a real good
I think Roberto just broke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just used to him breaking from the other side when they're breaking.
There is the stupidest shot in the world, but it's a thing where with bottom right off of that 9-ball, slide down and bang, 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 and get that 2 out of there. But it's pretty scratchy, and you got to hit it just perfect. And then the other is to kind of do a stop shot here. Okay. Okay, that's nice.
Pretty.
That was nice.
Now he's kind of in the same spot with no 4-ball to bank.
I was just going to say he's in a similar predicament. Is he going to go 1 rail? Going to try and go 1 rail and catch the gap right there in between the 9 and 7. Maybe come down like this. Pocket the 2 or get it out of there. Yeah, you can't really twist because I think the cue ball goes to about here. That's just not enough. Nice. An offensive defense shot.
Oh, incidentally, I don't know why I just thought of this, but you were talking about the racks that have the Derby City and the Diamond logos that are such a hot commodity that everybody wants at this point. I was talking to a lady at the booth on the walk over here, and she said essentially that it was completely unknown if they'd have any left for any kind of sale after the event because basically they've been disappearing at night. We're not the only ones interested in it as a keepsake. Players they've been growing legs, and so they provided them all for all the tables, and they've had to replace quite a few. And they only printed so many. They weren't prepared for it being such a hot item. And I was like, well, it's a beautiful keepsake. Next year, you're going to print more, right? And she's like, absolutely. We'll be in better position next year.
It is such a memento.
It's so cool.
It's perfect for something to take home. I like to frame stuff. It's very frameable, too. I mean, there's just a million things you can do with it. It lends itself to that. It says everything on it. It reminds me when I was a kid, the pendants you used to get when you'd go places to.
Oh, look at that
great shot.
Beautiful, Alex.
Great shot.
Man.
Yeah, you'd go to Grand Canyon and there'd be like a pendant, like a college pendant, and you'd go home and put it on your wall.
Right.
It's just real usable for a keepsake.
No, I'm a sucker for that stuff. I've got every ticket of every show I've ever gone to, every concert, every sporting event. I just keep ticket stubs.
Right.
Make a poster out of it. It's kind of a fun thing to look at and see. Oh, which went to Lollapalooza in '94. What was that? Beastie Boys, Smashing Pumpkins.
Right. No, that's cool.
That kind of stuff.
No, that's cool.
And for this, I have a special frame already in mind for Derby City lanyard. You know?
Right?
This is
exactly.
incredible.
Yep.
Won't forget this anytime soon. Yep. Next year I'm back. Going to play in the banks, bring in the queue. Going to stay here at the hotel. Folks, if you come out, do yourself a favor. Plan ahead. Stay at the Horseshoe. I made the mistake of not figuring this out until the last minute, and I stayed 9 miles up the street at in New Albany. And for sweating matches after the tournament time, it really behooves you to be here at the hotel. As there's nothing worse than watching pool for 14 hours and then having to drive to your hotel. If you could just go up and go to your room, it would be far superior. So, word to the wise. Plan ahead.
All right, scores 1-1.
Oh, okay, we missed the ball.
Hi,
Yeah.
Mike D.
Mike
Matt
D's
McKinnis.
back. He went and checked on the balls while I was
Derby
talking
City
about
Classic 2019. Bad
staying
Boys
at the
TV.
Horseshoe.
Beard Shopping Network. Littman Lights. And shout out to Railbirds. They're here with us. And Diamond Billiards.
Yeah.
All right, so he took a foul. Okay, so Roberto Gomez. We refer to the guy who used to have a ball. He's now at 0. Oh, he's now at 10. He's now at none. He's now at 0. Okay. I assume that 6 is going to move a tiny bit. No,
No,
it did not.
didn't move at
Okay,
all.
so he is also taking a foul. Okay. Okay, they're having some
go where
sort
the
of
ball
a
goes.
disagreement, and they're going to go wherever Alex says to put it. And Roberto's going to say, sorry, bro. Do you like my shirt?
I just want to know if that's a shirt Kelly picked out or if that's Roberto's idea.
You know, Roberto is a flashy fella.
I think he is.
I could go either way on that, girlfriend or him. Yeah. If you got peg pants on, anything's possible in my book.
Yeah.
Peg pants, pointy shoes, all bets are off.
I'm pretty confident that's his idea.
All right. Now, I don't know. We'll see what Alex likes.
Heard Boosty say that a couple times after the crowd responded to a shot of his at the TV table. He's like, you like that? That's pretty funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, he trying to figure out what to do. You know, he doesn't like this one. 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 And I don't see how he's getting rid of any of them.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Okay. Now
That's
he got a makeable ball out of that. So that was a good move.
Now, how aggressive is Roberto here? Can he be aggressive with that 3 ball and not sell out?
I think he can.
Yeah?
I think he can. I think off the cue ball.
Is he going to look
he's
at the
not
2?
Gonna do it. He's
No.
not going to do it. Never mind. I think he can jack up on that cue ball and punch the 3 ball with right and just hit it basically straight and stop the cue ball there. But when it hits the rail, it'll come at this angle. We'll see what he ends up doing. It's hard to know.
Wow. It's aggressive.
Yes, right?
Oof. Okay. Don't mess with Sophia's water, ladies and gentlemen.
As discussed, don't read a book by its cover.
Well, he's having a good hard look at the situation.
Yeah, yeah. As friendly as this is, you know, these guys want to win.
Oh yeah, no,
They will be talking about this match later, and they want to be talking to each other about how they won, not lost. You know, neither one wants to be the loser on this. Nice, nice. I like that.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go get some coffee after this game.
I get it. Did you get into the second chance tournament tonight, or the whatever tournament, the midnight tournament tonight?
No,
All right.
No, that's like I said. This year, I made the conscious decision when I didn't bring my cue that I was here solely to sweat and take this whole tournament in.
I get it.
But next year, I will stay. Two things: I will stay at the casino, and I'm going to participate for sure.
Nice.
But I'm also I'll be a much better position to do interviews for the podcast, having a room in the casino where I can take guys and get away from the madness that is the playing room.
It's hard to do much around here. There's a million people every
Yeah, well, even when you do get into a conversation with somebody, you know, they'll see somebody that they haven't seen for a couple years or something, and the next thing you know, it just turns into attention going in a lot of different places.
Yes, and even if it's another superstar coming to say hello, it still takes you off track of what you're trying to do. You know, you can only interview one at a time, and it is star-studded around here. That was a nice shot, Alex.
Yeah. He's so good at the feathering the ball and just having the cue ball stop where he wants. That's what's so awesome.
So he's got a bank on that 2 ball. Let's see if he takes it. Sucks that cue ball into
right back into the 8-12 area.
Yeah, I think this one. Go up here, and then catch this to right there. Oh, you still see. Problem is that sells out this ball.
Yeah. That was the other thing. I got a little. I witnessed a proposition bet, and I got a little more insight on the gentleman who was a part of it.
Okay.
And it puts some perspective on, you know, this shot that was for $20,000. It was a single shot, but to the gentleman making the bet, whereas the guys strumming up their $1,000 to make the $10,000 to see this whole thing take place, it was like 10 cents to him.
Right.
So that put that whole thing that I witnessed in tremendous perspective. Is that missing that shot meant nothing to him.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch everyone else's reaction.
Yes.
I think that's kind of why he was doing it.
That's what it was about.
Yeah. Interesting stuff.
Yeah. Was that a 2-railer to the corner pocket that he did, where he was basically cue ball and object ball pointed directly at the side pocket,
and he was trying to go to the corner pocket.
He had a 2-railer in the corner behind the cue ball, if you can picture the shot. I'm saying, he had a 2-railer in the corner, and he almost made it. It sat in the jaws, as I remember.
Yeah.
Or close enough to at 10 grand, it sat in the dead jaws. You know what I mean, he was a heartbeat away from making it. Now, in other terms, I'm not sure, but.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Yeah, well, he likes Roberto Gomez having 0 options of what to shoot. So he wanted to really tie him up.
All right, well, that cue ball's nasty.
Yes.
Although I would envision Alex to bank the 8 towards his hole, and well, depends on.
Now, and this is Roberto shooting, right?
Yeah.
That's Roberto's hair.
Yep, that's definitely not.
I could be at Mall 205 and spot Roberto Gomez's hair.
Yeah, no, that's Roberto.
All right. After I think 92 days here, I've got them all pegged.
No, I was thinking it was Alex's turn for some reason. So now. Oh, he can. That cue ball being on that ball is making his life a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's just hard to do much, without leaving Alex the farm.
Can you bank, try to bank this 4-ball and get the cue ball to come down?
I think that's all he's got.
Yeah.
I would try it and not really even be worrying about the 4-ball so much. Just using
get
that
the
as
cue ball.
my means of escape for
try
getting
and
that cue ball out
protect
of
those
there.
balls and get the cue ball
Yeah,
down here.
yeah. Yeah, bank that 4 almost back to where it is now and just send that cue ball down, you know.
Right.
By
That's
Gomez's
exactly
left
what he
ear.
did.
Yeah, nice.
Maybe
Oh,
not the
no,
9-ball.
don't leave him with bank.
Oh.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
All right, so we can mark up one for Alex here in a second, I would imagine.
Yeah, the only way that is good for him is if that ball drops or stays right in the deep of the shelf.
Oh, now Gomez is going to stay there and hang out and talk to Alex for a moment.
Try and shark him.
What's up, buddy? Look, he's standing up. He walks over there.
Hey, are you sure you got this bank?
Down. Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of tough. It's a tough bank.
It's deceptive. Yeah. Shape on the 2 after this is my bet. Oh, Matt.
Man, he might have sharked him.
Oh, Matt. The shark. Dun-na, dun-na. All right, Gomez is right there, all for it. Oh, he's got the bank on the 14. Pretty dead, huh? Yeah?
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Nice. So no attempt to make it whatsoever, just wants the hook.
Yep, and he got it.
Good job.
He got it. Peek over to the big table. Oh, Shane got the verse game. And he's got 5 balls to nothing over on the TV table versus Corey Deuel right now. And I think they're both with no losses, it looks like. Yeah, because Tony Chohan was dismantled by Corey last night, 3-0, which was a surprise to me. In one hand, I know Corey is probably not viewed as being the type of one-pocket player he actually is, but he really handed Tony his lunch last night.
Right, yes, seriously, yes.
So these are 2 guys that are undefeated, don't have a loss yet. One of them is going to go down.
All right, so let's see.
And both of these guys, they've already used their buyback, right?
I would imagine so. It's far into the 1 pocket.
Whoa.
That's right. I've done that 90 times. Don't you worry, Matt. And every time I get that same feeling.
Still scares me.
Like, I just pretty much ruined everything.
Yeah.
I touched something, ruined everything. That is me and computers. Like, wow, Mike, that was, yeah.
Well, you just use all that knowledge up there in that dome of yours, and we'll handle the technical stuff.
All right, sounds good to me,
we got Sophia here for that.
I feel like I need some version of I'm just going to sit here and look pretty, except I ain't pretty, so I don't know where to go from there. I feel like I've
got the face for radio.
One-dimensional. I think he's going to put a stop shot on the 6. Everybody else in charge of everything else. All right, so he's trying to knock that out of there, or at least get safe, land under it. He'd like to not foul, but he has accepted the fact that he might foul.
Yeah.
You know,
the
worst thing in a situation like that is you scratch because you're trying not to foul, or you end up leaving him a shot because you're not trying to foul. Yeah, so Alex is going to owe a ball from that. We're going to call that 0-0. That means he owes one. All right, Gomez is putting him in between the 6 and the 7, trying to get that cue ball to float to the 6 and the 7 and maintain his hook on that 14 ball. Nice. Huh. Boy, Alex has got to 2-rail that. Well, this is me. Alex got to 2-rail that 10 ball in this direction and just kill the cue ball right there. He's not doing that.
He's doing that same shot from before, and this time he didn't foul.
Okay.
Beauty.
All right.
Oh,
that's
for the love of
awesome.
God.
You got to send that to me, man. I like it. All right, sliding off the rack into there, protecting his 14 ball again. Yeah, Alex has got to do that same move. It's getting a little easier, though. Just come, bang, bang, and then up and into the 14 to hit the rail. Stay under. Good.
Man,
That's
he's
perfect.
got that shot now. It's like he's got it all figured out.
Right?
He can just keep doing it.
Yep. I think he can hit the 8 full here and slide the cue ball over if that's what he wants to do. He can also keep doing what he's been doing, which is slide off of here, hit the rail, come back. Leave it there. We'll see. He just wants to make sure when this is over, Alex is hooked. Okay, so he's going one rail. Okay, he thinks he can make that 6 in the corner. And then if he doesn't, he'll get safe. Nice try. Nope, no, he was right. He was correct. Matt, would you like a Pepsi?
Oh, I'd love a Pepsi.
Can I buy us both a Pepsi?
I will drink your Pepsi.
Will you go get it if I pay for it?
I will do both. You buy, I fly. Holy cow, a hundo? I might be back in 2 hours.
Glass of ice with mine, please, or it's just not the same. Some people will say I'm spoiled. Don't spread that around. All right, so Alex. He's in a bit of a spot here. Let's see. Nice. Oh, boy. So he went from being in kind of a problem to making 2. All right. He's just giving me a pop. I'm good. All right. So he is straight in on that. That's going to be his second ball. So that's awesome. Alex is my favorite. I'm a little biased. So if he can draw that cue ball in this angle, I'm sorry, above the 2, then that's what he's got next. If not, I mean, to me, the more safe, he's got some options. So I guess if he can follow that down and put a bunch of zing English and get over on the 5, and then if he doesn't get over on the 5, he still has a shot at these balls. That is probably his safest move. Now, I guess his super safest is slow roll, leave here, bang those out somehow. But we'll see. I think at Alex's speed, he would like to at least take a chance on getting to the next ball. We'll see what he ends up doing. Boy, he's so flat on that cue. You got to respect that. Zing! Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. He didn't get the right amount of zing that he wanted, but it's okay because he was just making sure he's on these 2 balls right there. Now, I think if you had enough time and trick shot options, you might be able to take that 4 off the 6 and in the corner. No, but I don't know. But I don't feel it now. Oh, look at Matt's the fastest guy I know. He might be able to cut that in across his shirt and into the corner pocket. Lee spot. But I don't know. Thank you, Matt McInnes. You are the man. Thank you for sitting in with me. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Matt has a whole life of his own, if you guys don't know that. And I just keep dragging him into mine.
Yeah, well.
So, I appreciate your help there, buddy.
No, it's my pleasure. It's just so awesome to be here and just be able to take all this in and then be around you guys that are producing this stuff. It's really cool, and I'm just thankful to sit here with you. Is a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm in the same boat and everything you just said. I can't believe I'm a part of it. I'm thrilled you're here. This has been a blast.
I woke up a month ago
Yeah.
thinking, man, I would like to go to church.
So here's Rick Jones. Rick Jones keeps walking around here so proud of himself.
Oh, man.
Things are going okay for Rick Jones. Let's just say that. Things are all right. He is not regretting his decisions. Neither are we.
No,
Everybody's pretty pleased.
it's going
Pretty
well.
far into the event, too, to be feeling that way. So I think that's part of our happiness, too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's gosh, I don't even know what day it is, but
I keep saying
feel
92 because it's a joke, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm still. I can't get enough. There's so much
Right.
good stuff going on everywhere you look.
Seriously.
It's nonstop.
Yeah.
Boy, that Pepsi's like a Ritz cracker right now, isn't it? Am I crazy, or is that the best thing ever?
It's really good. Pepsi, I'm a fan, as you know.
Well, it's just some caffeine and sugar that is so desperately needed as soon as it...
Yep.
It's so good when it hits your lips.
Matt has teased me so much about drinking Coke that now sometimes he can't remember if I like Coke or Pepsi.
It's a
He
fact.
just so jokingly says, "I'll bring you a 2-liter of Coke." Ha! Now
Yeah.
he's like, "I think
Is
Mike D likes Coke." I
it
don't remember
Coke?
anymore.
I've
to
played
keep
that
telling him,
card too many
"That's
times.
okay."
Yeah.
Like who?
Yeah, I've played that card too many times.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, these guys are having too much fun. I don't know what's happening. Roberto's
might be a
leaving.
player
Roberto's had
break.
enough.
Yeah.
He's got his car keys. I have no idea what's going on. I'm taking on my headphones.
Yeah. We'll be back when the action starts back up here in a second.
It's gonna be like watching a John Michael movie on a Saturday where you're like, this
Well, it's just when you do so many of them after a while. And that's what I got when I was trying to watch those 3 matches last night. It's like, man, just in time you're getting really kind of engrossed into one match, something happens on a table next to it, and then you lose track of where you were at on the other match. And so it can be overwhelming. You really do have to, in my opinion, to fully enjoy this experience, you just need to pick a match and stick with it. Watch it to completion, and then go find another match. Because there's world champions playing on every single table. Just don't dilute it by trying to jump from match to match. It takes away from it a little bit.
I would even say on some of these matches, like if it's a match you really want to watch, but there's nowhere to really stand and watch it, just keep going. There'll be another match you really like, and there'll be a chair right there.
Right.
Sit back down and watch it. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, what an amazing event, man.
No, it's ridiculous. Send this to me. I'm going to post that picture of those.
Well, yeah, please do. I'll share it. That's awesome, man.
No, sitting with work was incredible. It was up there a lot more food than sitting.
Yeah, they're breaking. Yeah, they're just breaking.
Taking. He's a real candidate for his university. He's Daniel at 19. That's the age range he's looking for. And if anything else, I just fly out there and see the academy stuff he's done and try and make it happen for us. It's
All right,
exciting.
Bustamante's coming back to commentate.
Oh, nice. All right. Boots is coming, Matt. Hey, thanks, buddy.
He's like, thanks, man.
And that's my key to leave, folks.
It's been nice talking to you.
Hey, man.
I love you, man, but get the hell out.
All right, Alex is back at the table. Matt McGinnis is stepping out. We got Franisco Bustama sitting in. Welcome, Franisco. I appreciate it. Thanks for stepping in.
Hello, thank you very much. Hello, everybody.
So I believe Gomez is still on a break, and Alex is taking this opportunity to study the rack. Alex is over here.
Yeah.
And it's 1-1, race to 3. Alex has 1 ball.
So which Alex pocket? This pocket?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This one right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, Gomez is playing.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, Gomez just coming back from a break, trying to figure out what to do.
I think it look like he can play combination, the 12 balls, do you?
Play the 12?
And 6 combination?
Yeah,
I have no idea. It look like he's going.
we'll see. Do you think he would kind of carom that off of the 7?
No, he's not going. He's gonna play safe. He's playing the 10 ball. This is a top shot.
We'll have to see. Yeah, he's studying it. How's your tournament been going so far, Franisco?
He's doing all right.
Doing okay?
I mean, maybe the right shot, he just cut the 10 balls and go 3 rail, the cue ball put behind her. And the 10 ball,
Sure.
bank it.
Oh, I like that.
Wow, that's a nice shot.
That's a good little safety shot, right?
Yeah, it's a beautiful shot.
Francisco, you have free reign to commentate in whatever language you're comfortable with as the shot selection dictates, okay?
Okay. Tingin ko titirahin ni Alex yung 3 balls. Dito niya ilalagay yung pamato. That's what he's looking for. He gonna put the cue ball all the way back.
As a safety kind of a maneuver,
It's
you think?
safety,
Yeah.
yes. Nobody, you don't wanna see it, this ball.
I see. So you're thinking he's going to glance off the 3 and just stay as close to the rail as possible.
Yes, sir. I
to
think that's
limit
what he's
English.
looking for.
Okay, that's perfect.
Because he got no shot here, so that's the way he can play.
Yep. You think there's any chance he's thinking about banking this 1 ball back and sending the cue ball over like that? Same thing, maybe?
No, I don't think so, because the position is no good.
Okay,
So I don't think so. He's playing the 1 ball.
I got you.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's hard to know. You know,
Yeah.
he's doing the same thing we're doing. He's weighing his options. He's thinking about what's possible, you know?
Yeah.
We're getting as many pictures of this as possible. It's an honor to have Boosty in the booth with us.
Yeah, Billy always give me bullshit.
Bill Stick. So Alex is still thinking about it. He wants to be careful. It's 1-1. It's only a race to 3. They're pretty far into the tournament. Go ahead, Francisco.
Yeah, I think he was thinking play the 1 ball, but I don't think so. That's the right shot. I think he gonna cut the 3 ball and put the cue ball close to the pocket all the way. There we go. Oh, we never see the 2 balls.
Yeah, but he liked that cue ball. He liked your idea of
Yeah.
having 4 balls in his way, you know, before he could really do anything.
That's a nice shot.
Yep, I agree. Now, I wonder, what do you think, Francisco?
I think the best shot there, you know, Gomez gonna play this 2 ball, bang the 1 ball, and the 2 balls going this way, both. And the cue ball bring all the way there in the rail.
Cue ball will go off the 2 ball.
There
and
we
over
go.
here, right. So he's going to use kind of some draw, pretty much, is what he's thinking. Yeah, no, and
Yeah.
I like that shot. Now, he doesn't look like he's doing it, but I
No.
like your shot, Francisco.
I don't think so. That's a right shot.
I thought he might make the 8 come down here and slide off and go back to where he was. But
Yeah.
it's a little dangerous because if he doesn't get it, he's going to leave him.
And
Mainly he wants to hook him on the 6 ball, right? I mean, no matter
Yeah.
what he does, he wants to make sure these are safe.
I think he wanna put the cue ball here.
That would sure be the safest spot, right?
Yeah,
So maybe he's 2-railing the 3 ball and putting the cue ball here. Yeah.
yeah.
No, good call, Francisco. You played this game before, huh?
Well, not much, but it's okay. I like it.
How many years have you been to Derby? Any ideas? That a silly question. Too many to know.
Well, I have no idea
Okay.
how many times I've been here, but it's a lot. I think it's over 10 years.
Okay. That's what I would think. So at some point, Alex is going to have to roll the dice on this and just bang some balls out of there, don't you think? I mean, at some point, he has to get over this, right?
Yeah, I think he's playing the 5 balls, bang the 5 balls, and then put the cue ball all the way back.
Back
Yeah,
up, basically. Boom, right? 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean,
because look like he got no shot, or maybe the 4 balls, hit the 4 balls and draw the cue ball, and both this ball is going this way.
I see what you're saying. Sure, both of them would go back that way. My thing in a situation like this is Roberto Gomez is going to keep him in jail all day long until something happens, and then the avalanche falls and he's going to lose. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
So, yeah, at some point, you're going to have to just say, take those 2 balls, Roberto.
I think Alex, he still got a chance there,
Oh,
you know.
me too. Well, I think technically he might be able to slow roll just to this 10 ball and put the cue ball right here and be okay.
Yeah.
That's the way it's sitting. It's hard to know, right? Just got to wait and see.
I think for me, that's the best shot. Play the 4 balls, bang the 3 balls. Maybe he can.
Yeah.
He's playing the 5 balls.
But you're saying the 4 and the 3 would actually get some balls on his side of the table, and that makes it advantageous. Well, look at that.
Oh my God, he almost make it.
Yes, he did.
He almost make it. That's a great shot.
That would have been a great shot. I like how they keep talking to each other. They seem very friendly. All right, now let's see what Roberto's going to do.
He got no shot. I think he can see the 6 balls.
Yeah.
I think he's looking for the 9 ball or the 8.
I'm the worst line drawer in the world, Francisco, but I think maybe that. But then, again, he's got to keep hiding that. So if he tries that shot and leaves the cue ball here, it's kind of worthless, you know?
No, even he don't make the shot. Alex, he got no shot because he gonna put the cue ball here.
Right. Yeah, he's just got to stay high enough to maintain the hook, you know? It's yeah.
But if he make it, he got a shot. He can run the ball.
Right. If Alex can figure out how to get rid of these 2 balls, the whole game changes. So, I mean, he just, you know, Gomez has to make sure to keep those balls there to keep the pressure on, I think.
Yeah, he gonna play the 8 ball. You gonna try the 8 or 6.
Yeah, you were right. The 6 ball. Yeah, you were right. So Gomez.
Can he hit the 14?
The 14. Where's the?
Here.
I don't think so. Nah, I think it's in the way, but it's hard to tell because the monitor, and it goes like that kind of. If you look at the tables, it kind of twists.
Yeah, I think it's going there.
Do you think it goes? He's sure looking at it like it goes.
Yeah.
I think technically the 5 ball goes, cuts over.
That's a top. Maybe he's playing the 13.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
This ball.
Yes.
Oh, maybe he can see it. Oh, he can see it.
Yeah, yep. If he can't see it, I think he's going to float that 13 back here and send the cue ball back over to right where it is. And if he can see it, he's going to make the 14.
The 14, yeah. There we go.
How, Francisco, from your level, how hard is he trying to make the 8 ball? Or is he just kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he don't want to try to make the 8 ball. He want to try to make the 14.
Okay.
Not the 8 ball. The
Okay.
8 ball is tough.
It's harder.
Yeah, it's very hard, yeah.
It's just a bigger pocket going for the 14 because he could hit rail first. He could hit ball first. It just makes more sense, huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting perspective. Thank
But
you.
he hit bad. That's why
He hit it bad, right? Well, we're going to go easy on him, though. We're going to take it easy on him. He said good.
Now, Alex, he's coming back in the table now.
Yeah. Okay, so either off the 13. He's making that 14 one way or the other.
Yeah, he got to make this ball, yeah. Now, Alex is still alive. Before Alex, he got the problem. Now Gomez, he got the problem.
Right,
now.
exactly. Yeah, he just changed it around on it, right? Yeah. Hey, Francisco, do you want a Pepsi? Do you want a pop?
No, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coffee maybe.
You do want a coffee?
Yeah, please.
We'll work on a cup for you, Francisco. Got to keep you happy. Get you coming back here. All right, so yeah, you're right. I mean, that one shot really turned it around.
Yeah. I don't know what is doing Gomez, but maybe he can play this ball, bank it, and put all the way there the cue ball.
Yeah, kind of try and send this back and get the cue ball to come up.
Yeah.
Yep. If the 5 wasn't there, I like skimming off the rail and skimming off the 10, but the 5's there, so that won't work.
Somebody's got to make another pot.
Thank you, sir.
He might be able to go off the 8, off the rail, and get the cue ball.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
He don't want to take this ball.
He doesn't want to move the 8 ball.
He don't want to move this ball, yeah. The 8 ball, yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Maybe he play this ball, the 13 or 11, bank it, and then put
try
all
and get
the
up
way
table.
the cue ball there.
We shall see.
Yeah, that's one pocket, Mike. Sometimes easy, sometimes tough, you know.
And sometimes there's not really a great answer, right? I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes there just is no great answer, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will say, what should I do? And, well, there's just nothing. You should have done something different 5 shots ago.
Right,
Now
yeah.
it's too late, right? It's really
too
the
late,
answer.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that's true of any cue sport. 9 ball, 8 ball, anything you're playing. Sometimes the answer is it was 5 shots ago.
Yeah. So, eto, namumblema si Gomez. Hindi niya alam kung ano gagawin niya. Pero tingin ko, dapat i-cover niya yung bola niya para di makita yung 8. Kasi pag nakita ni Alex yung 8, mawawala yan. So, yan po yung one pocket. Mahirap na laro.
Gomez looks like he's looking at a 3-year-old who got in trouble. He's just mad at that cue ball. He just looks like he's ready to scold the cue ball. He is not happy with his position.
No.
What kind of cue you shooting with these days, Francisco?
Bear cue.
What is it?
Bear cue.
A bear cue?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my sponsor cue from
Okay.
Germany.
Low deflection or not low deflection?
No, no deflection.
No low deflection.
It's one piece.
It's a one-piece cue.
Yes.
How is that to travel with?
Oh, it's good. Sometimes it's very hard, especially when you travel with a plane, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess people do it with all sorts of things. So,
Yeah.
all right, boy, he got out of there, didn't he?
Yeah, but Alex, he can see it, the 8 ball.
Right.
And
It's a good point.
Yeah. He
I
gonna
agree.
kick the 8 ball. And
Do you think
put
this
here.
way
And
or
then
this
he
way?
got no shot with the 5 balls.
Okay.
Maybe he gonna carry it, but stop. We're gonna put the cue ball.
I wonder if he'll go cue ball first and just barely hit it so it gets a rail and leave the cue ball right there.
I don't think so. It's good because he can see the 5 balls. See, the
Yeah,
5 ball
no.
is there.
Yep, sir. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. So Gomez, he got a shot now.
Yeah, and can really turn it back around on Alex now,
Yeah.
right? Because he can get that 5 ball to bank and maybe hit this ball and get the 5 in and get the cue ball up here.
Yeah.
He's got a chance now to turn it back around, huh?
And it look easy too to bank the 5 balls because he got a lot of rooms.
Yep. Now, on the splash side of things, would you ever think of putting the 5 down here and banging everything over and sending the cue ball up table?
That's a great shot
Like
too.
the splash style, you know?
Yeah.
It's a different style of one pocket, right?
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
great shot. Oh,
It can
it's
also
not-
be a silly shot, though, sometimes. You know, like
Yeah.
splash one pocket can sometimes turn out wrong. Just depends
Wow.
on how you want to play.
Gomez don't wanna bank the 5 balls. Look like easy bank.
Oh, yeah.
He's playing the 4 balls.
I wonder if there's something about leaving the cue ball here that he likes. You know,
Mhm.
that's part of why he's doing that. And he's figuring he can hit this gap right here. Yeah, we'll see. You
gotta
here till
play the
Sunday,
4 balls,
Francisco?
eh? Excuse me?
You here till Sunday? You here for the?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I think this tournament is finished Saturday
Fred finished Saturday. Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
and leaves Sunday.
Yes, yes, sir. The airport's going to be packed with pool players.
Yeah. Everybody leave.
Where do you go? Where do you go after this?
I'm going to South Carolina, the Spartanburg.
Oh, okay. Oh, very cool. Spartan.
Spartanburg. Yeah.
Oh, very good. Very cool. Well, good luck.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We gotta put the cue ball here.
I see. Okay. So he's gonna put some bottom left to
Yeah,
get the cue ball here. Is what
hopefully-
Francisco's thinking. I like it. Yep.
Wow. No, good.
Same thing. You think he's gonna go off the 7 and over here? Same kind of shot.
Yeah. We gonna put the cue ball there. Yeah.
That's a great shot. I like that. I like how the 7 drifted down for Alex.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a good touch.
Alex is not happy because Gomez, he can still see the 5 balls.
See enough of the 5 ball to set it up this way.
And then
Yeah.
he can put here the cue ball.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. So he can follow that 5 a little bit and then come
Yeah.
back down. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
I see what you're saying. Maybe a little left hand. Yep.
Yeah. And I think that's the right shot.
Yep. And then really, if he hits it right, that 5 will come over here and get on Gomez's half of the table too.
Uh-huh.
I get
That's
it.
exactly right.
I get it. I've seen Gomez play a few times, bar table championships.
Yeah.
This is the longest I've seen him take in between shots. You know what I mean? He's a flow. I wouldn't call him fast, but he flows. He likes his rhythm.
Yeah, but OnePocket, Mike, is a lot of strategy, you know. Take time. It's a difficult game.
Yes, yes. This might sound silly to you. I find a similarity between this and bar table 8-ball that sometimes you just have to stare at the table
Yeah.
until you think of an idea, you know, of how to get an angle on something.
Uh-oh.
And I know this is
Got
more
short.
sophisticated.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he really needed to get that cue ball here or here. He's a little short now.
Now Alex is gonna play this ball and bring here and then the cue ball behind the 5 balls.
Okay.
Maybe.
And while floating the cue ball down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not.
Well, if not, well, sure, that's the position we're all in. He may be banking the 12 to here, but
Yeah.
still setting that cue ball down for the hook.
Yeah.
He may not be trying to make it, you know.
He gonna throw a ball.
Oh, we'll see. Okay.
Yeah. Now take time. Now gonna wait like 2 hours.
What time's your next match? You
You
play today or not till
no,
tomorrow? What?
I gonna play the next is OnePocket.
Okay, okay.
I play 9 ball later.
Okay, okay, cool. What game are you liking the most right now?
Well, I think for my game now, I like OnePocket
Okay,
now
okay.
because too many young player in 9 ball right now, you know, and everybody hot. I think for me right now, that's the best
Okay.
game for me.
Okay. Pool's getting really international, isn't it?
Yeah.
I notice, boy, these young people coming from all over the world right now.
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah.
world beaters, Francisco.
All
It's just
over, yeah.
amazing, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christina is here from Russia. She's 20 years
Russia.
old or something, 23. I don't know.
Oh,
She's
it's-
her Fargo's 700, man. She's running out.
Yeah, she's a great player. And she play every day gamble lobster.
It's a different world.
Yeah.
No, that's nice to see, though. It's good to see. Expanding, you know, the more people doing it, it's good for the game.
Yeah.
Is he going? I believe he's going 2 rails to his hole, and then bringing the cue ball over here. I don't know. All right, just getting it to his half. Do you get the feeling they're about to stop playing so aggressively and maybe tighten up a little bit?
Well, you know, in one pocket, you're gonna be little more aggressive than play safe, because especially your opponent, especially Alex, he moves so good.
Yeah.
And Gomez is not that good in move, you know.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. So Gomez, he should be aggressive to play with Alex.
That makes
and
sense.
then maybe he can win. But move, you know, he moves so good.
Right, that's just who he is. Yeah.
He's advantage. I think gonna play the 8 ball, put in the middle, and cue ball. Stop here.
I see.
in
Banking
red.
the 8 ball to the middle. Cue
Yeah.
ball here, this far down?
No, this one. There we go. See?
Okay, yep.
That's the shot.
Yep.
All I can see.
Well said. So South Carolina next. A break in between the next tournament and South Carolina, or pretty much right away? Or
Next week.
next week, so
Yes,
no
sir,
couple
yeah.
weeks of hanging out, no
No,
nothing,
no.
just right away,
It's
huh?
next week, yeah.
Okay. How
But,
much of your year is scheduled like that, Francisco?
Well, it's not much. Supposed to be I just pick the tournament I wanna play, because if 9 ball, 10 ball, sometimes I don't play. I just wanna play this game, one pocket,
Okay.
because for me it's good, you know.
I got you, yeah.
But they got no tournament, one pocket right now. Maybe in May or June, and then
Okay.
there's a lot of one pocket coming.
Okay, cool. What do you do when you're waiting for the next tournament?
Well, you know, in my country, we always play every day,
Okay.
and we gambling with both player. We got a stake horse, you know.
Okay, so you'll be going home to the Philippines
Yeah.
and just practicing, just playing pool, doing your thing, living
Yeah.
your life. Okay, just curious if you'd stay in the States or how you worked it. You know what I mean? I was just curious how you did it.
If I stay here, you know, and then I go around,
Yeah.
play with some people. Sometimes I teach, you know.
Okay, very cool. I think there's a lot of people that are curious, probably just how you kind of live your life a little bit. Honestly, you know what I mean? You know where you're at, what you do. So I
Yeah.
just want to ask while you're sitting here and we're waiting. Well, Roberto Gomez still has the most exciting shirt in the room. Let's see what he's gonna do. I think he's going off.
No, he gonna play the 4 balls and bring the cue ball all the way back.
Over here-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the shot he's looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are starting to be a little more careful. It's 1-1. Race to 3.
Now Alex, he gonna break this ball and put the cue ball here again. And then he got an open ball. Yeah.
Nice. Just set it down there.
Now he got an open ball.
Yeah, right. And so even if Roberto takes this 1 ball, there's still that 2 going to sit there, which means Roberto pretty much can't leave that cue ball down here, or Alex is going to have a shot.
I think he's gonna put the cue ball here.
Okay. He'll leave the cue ball here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, behind the dish ball.
Right
Dish,
there, I see.
Dish area.
Yeah, so slide off bottom
Yeah.
left maybe.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
Boy, God forbid he get right here. He's,
Yeah.
he's yelling at the ball.
He was laughing that. He think he got...
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a little tough.
Yeah. Now Alex, he gonna put again the cue ball here.
Oh,
Play
you
the
think
5
cue
balls.
ball coming down here?
Yeah.
Yep, so 5
And
ball
then
up here.
5 balls go 3 right.
Up here.
Yeah.
And get on Alex's side of
Mhm.
the table, pretty much his half.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like it. No, he's got a nice lane right there to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just cue ball here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Ooh. These two look like they spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
They spend a lot of time together.
They
Yeah.
Maybe Gomez say to Alex, "Oh, this is gonna be long game,
A long match, yeah, right?
long
Yeah.
match." Yeah.
Go get your pajamas on, Alex.
Yeah.
We're doing this all night, buddy. Yeah. No, it's looking that way. Roberto Gomez is less animated than Alex, but they both seem to have really good senses of
Yeah.
humor. They both like to laugh and
Yeah,
quick
we
to
always
smile and laugh.
talking, you know. Even
Yeah.
if we draw each other, and then we always talking.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
that's cool. Excellent, excellent. Of course, thank you. All right. So Francisco is going to go take a little bit of a break. Nice. All right, yeah, this is heading for the wedge. We had the Grady rule in place for 22 hours, I think, and then they said never mind. The players were not happy. I think it was Nick Varner specifically say, why would you change the rules to a game that already was perfect? All right, so nice. I like how he got him on the rail there. That is the way to do it. Yeah, and they're getting a big wedge there. I got to think Alec is a... Just go to the bathroom. Oh, no, not at all. No, it's pretty awesome. All right, so he is going to cut the, I believe, he's going to cut the 8 over here. Just bring that cue ball around. But we'll see. These guys may be ready to arm wrestle for it here pretty soon. They're both looking at this, figuring that let's just call the race to 2. All right, okay, so he's just slow rolling. Wants to get a rail. He got the rail. That's what matters. All right, well, he is far away. We will just see. Cut that 8 to the 12, I would imagine. Bring that cue ball back up. been a good event, Rick Jones.
No line. There was one guy at the window, and that was it. Bonnie, no line. That's all they tell me, no line.
Oh, that's awesome. Will you send that to me? Oh, send
Yeah.
those to me.
I put that one on Facebook.
Oh, that's
I tried
awesome, man.
catching him while he was drawing with his fingers, but I couldn't catch him fast enough. But then I also did I did a Facebook Live little video too.
Awesome,
And
man.
came and
Okay.
talked to you guys about
Oh, that's awesome, Rick. Oh, it's a blast, man. Experience of a lifetime here at Derby City Classic 2019 Bad Boys TV, brought to you by Rick Jones on the reel. Oh, now I don't know what just happened. Okay, so Gomez fouled. So Gomez now at 1. All right. I don't have to update anymore. Yeah, and Alex has got a dead-end straight shot. Boy, after this long, Alex Pagulayan's going to make this. I'm just saying that after this long, this is a thing. Anybody get tired? I don't care who you are. So Alex is back at 2. Yay, Alex. Okay, now interesting. So he left himself a chance at kind of the lottery ticket here. You know, if he banks this 9 ball perfect and leaves the cue ball here-ish, you know, he could be on to something. He's also, no matter what, if he hits it decent, can have a hook. Yeah, and he's got him double hooked. He's got him hooked on the 4 and the 5. All right, now, I mean, you know, Gomez is jacked up, and it would have to hit like this just to even hit the 9. I don't like that. He can bank the 1 just under the side and send the cue ball over here. Oh, okay. He's banking and leaving the cue ball here. Yeah. So he's putting the pressure on. The closer to the pocket, the more pressure there'll be. Okay, and he's got the hook on the 8 ball. So that was, see, things have gotten real interesting right here now. Unfortunately for Alex, the 9 and I think the 1, Gomez is in the way, or making it. So yeah, the 9 and the 1, they don't pass each other. Specifically, the 9 passed the 1. So Alex is frustrated with that because honestly, right now Gomez could put the cue ball on the 7, and what's Alex gonna do? Not much. Now, I believe he could bank that 13 this way. The 5 will get pushed this way, and he could drag the cue ball to right here. Now, we will see what he likes. Also bang that 2 ball and have the 2 do that and leave the cue ball where it's at. The 2 would go off the 12 and then the 12 would spot. You guys know that. Okay, he's looking at banking the 7. He's looking at a lot of things. Yeah, he's going for the 7. So he's leaving him tripled up on the 5-9-1. Oh, quadrupled up because the 12 goes up. Oh, that's a nice shot. That was a smart shot. I like it. Roberto Gomez, you get an extra point. Call Mark Griffin. Yep, so spots up that 12. I like it when they spot up the ball that went down and not an approximation of it. I believe it should be the same ball, so that's nice to see. All right. Huh. Just kind of waiting to see what he decides to do. Alex doesn't like anything. He's got a bridge in his hand. He's just trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Postman's having smoke on you.
Rick Jones joining us. Howdy, Rick. How you?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just hung out with Franisco Bustama. He's a pool player.
It's a tough life, isn't it?
Yeah, right. It is a tough life. Oh, Alex. Oh, I think he got him on the point, but it's hard to say.
I think you did. That's such a tough shot. He did it with a bridge, and his hat is crooked as hell.
It's a legitimate point.
What's wrong with his head?
Oh, here's Franisco.
Good.
Nice, nice, nice.
It's gonna be take time.
It's got to be take time. All right. So he's in kind of a trap. Alex just put him on the point, and we're trying to figure out how much of the point he's on.
Uh-oh. I don't think so. That's good.
Well, I can tell you what, he's either got a shot at the 5, and if not, this is his opportunity to come down here and mess with these balls a little bit. So either way, he got a big opportunity out of that.
Yeah.
Look at these guys. Gomez is over there just giving a hard time. He's got lots to say.
Maybe Alex is playing to kick the 7 ball and put the 7 ball here and cue ball too.
Oh, okay, okay.
See?
The rail first, rail ball, rail shot,
first,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. That's a simple but high level one pocket shot, right?
Yeah.
Rail ball, rail shot.
Because he don't wanna see the 1 ball.
Yes. I find as simple as that is, a lot of times players don't take that shot.
Yeah. But that's a great shot.
It's a great shot. Yeah, it's a real natural. I think he's going to slide off the 10.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play the 10, yeah.
Would you try and get him over here? Would you try and get the cue ball here somehow?
I think he's gonna play the 4 balls. Hook, stay the cue ball there.
I see.
Uh-oh. Wow. That's a nice shot.
Brave shot, yeah. I gotta figure he's doing the same thing again. No.
Bonus coverage. Mike Deshane and Dennis Orcola starting.
Oh, okay, we got Mike Deshane and Dennis Orcolio starting, or Coolio starting 9 ball on the other table, so we're gonna put that in the top right-hand corner. Not gonna commentate it, but we're gonna have it there, and they're just warming up right now. Now it's even more difficult to get that cue ball here now, right? What do you like,
Yeah.
Francisco?
I think he got the same spot again. He gonna put the cue ball there.
Oh, is that a little hard?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
That's no good.
How do you turn this around? There's a few ways to do this. You got any ideas?
Gomez, he gonna bang the 3 ball.
Yeah, see, I would want to take the 9 into the 1 and bring the cue ball up. Change the game around, maybe. But I'm in the booth.
Wow.
Wow.
If he make that, he got an easy run now.
Yes. Well, he got a natural hook on that, right?
Yeah. Now Alex, he gonna put it back because he can make it his ball because he's stopped.
Yeah. He might. I bet you he could make this combo, but then the 9 goes over here, and he just made 1 ball, and it just wouldn't. You know?
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. That's the right shot.
Oh, I don't think so either.
I think he don't wanna play that.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. It would just add to his problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might get 1 ball, but he would add to his problems.
Wow.
That was almost that same shot you
my
said a few
God.
ago.
He was lucky with that. He was very lucky.
Yes,
If
yes.
he hit the 7 balls, and Gomez, he got an easy run out there.
Yep. Yeah, after this long, too, he would have had a pretty easy run out.
Mhm.
Yep. Is he doing the same thing, just trying to get the cue ball here,
Yeah.
you think?
He gonna put the cue ball again there.
Nice. Could you ever see doing the 15-5 combo and dragging the cue ball over here for Alex?
Probably. That's a great shot. If he's good,
It's the right
good
angles. and-
angle, you know, if good angle, maybe Alex he might put there.
Seems like the key to good one pocket is an offensive defensive shot. A shot that has some offense and some defense to it
Yeah.
is a very strong move
Very
when you can
strong
do
move.
it. Yeah. I think when people start playing this game, they think you always want to bank the ball in the pocket, and you don't always want to bank the ball in the pocket.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you want to get close, add pressure, create an avalanche, of balls.
With this position, Alex is underdog. He's underdog.
I think he's just getting the 4 to his half of the table and leaving the cue ball there. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no good.
Well, this is the happiest we've seen Roberto Gomez the whole match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the big one.
Because Alex he tried to make 3 caution and put behind the cue ball, behind the 3 ball, but he come short.
Yeah. Can he cut that? Do you think he can cut that?
No, I don't think so. I think he gonna play the 1 ball. Stop.
Yeah, I agree with you. The worst thing to me is to wait forever to finally get a shot and to make
Yeah.
one ball and make a mistake, and then you just sit there, you know.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what he just did. It didn't go quite right.
Oh, he can cut.
Hard to tell on the monitor again, you know. It's
Yeah.
I think it's called a fisheye lens, and it goes a little like that, and it changes how it looks a little bit, you know. And I'm making some of that up, but I know it doesn't always look right. All right, so I believe.
He got the 13, right?
This one, yeah.
13 is going.
I think so.
Oh, the 14.
I believe so. I wonder, will the cue ball
Yeah.
pass that 5 ball to do that or not, you know? We'll see what he goes
No,
for.
he gonna play the 5 balls. Oh,
You're right, though. He was trying to get back over for the 5. You're right.
can he see the 8 ball? Look.
Yeah, I think he can. I think he can, Francisco. I just don't think he likes it, you know what I mean? He really wanted to
Yeah.
get farther, you know? Yeah.
I know. You're right, Rick.
Oy. What do you think he's thinking about here, Francisco?
I don't know. He's thinking play combination, the 13 and 5,
Uh-huh.
or 10 or 8.
Uh-huh.
I think he's going for the no.
There's no point in sliding over here because he doesn't have a ball here, right? So there's no
Yeah.
point in playing a too smart right now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Think anything about banking the 4? I'm surprised he hasn't looked at that a little more.
I don't think so. He wanna play that, and then Alex he might bank the 2 balls. He's playing the combination, the 5.
I see. So after this, the cue ball will be here, and Alex just won't really have a shot, even though he's kind of pointed at his hole. He's probably not going to have a shot because of everything's clumped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I see what you're saying.
He's playing combination.
Yep. Leave the cue ball here. Maybe have a 10-8 combo after that.
Mm-hmm. Can he shoot the 1 ball?
I think he can. I think he can. It's hard to tell, but I believe that he can. We'll see.
Technically, the one in the front is the extra one. He was the second one.
My rule is the longer they stare at it, the less I think they can make it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if he 2-strokes it, it's in. If he,
Yeah.
if he stares at it, nah, it doesn't go.
I think Alex he
Let's
can
see.
make the 1 ball.
I think so. He's probably trying to figure out what to do afterwards. You know, can he pull it straight back to cut the 9 in?
No, if he can make the 1 ball and then
Yeah.
he just put the cue ball there
Mm-hmm.
and then go 4 rail to make the 13 balls. And he can make 4 balls at least.
4 balls on this inning.
Yeah. If he can see the 1 ball. Oh, he can see it. I see.
Yes. Now you're saying, now is the part I want to know about. You're saying he's going to go.
I think he's going
Like
2
this,
rail. 2
right?
rail, hit the 4 balls. Because he's, if he's going 4 rail, I think it's no good angle, you know.
Okay.
Maybe he just go 2 rail.
Just go 2 rails.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2. and then up
and
like
hit
that.
the 4 balls.
And hit the 4 ball. I see.
Yeah.
For a stop, a back stop.
Back,
Right,
stop
I got
the
you.
cue ball, yeah.
You can't hook yourself with the 4 ball because you're coming in. You're
Mhm.
coming in into it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So you can't get behind it. Alex is good with the bridge. I've really noticed that this week. He doesn't have an extension. So many of these, or I don't know if he doesn't have one, but he doesn't
No,
use
he
it
had
very
one.
much.
I
Okay.
see it already.
Where are you on the extension? You got an extension? Do you use it
No,
much?
I don't. I just use the bridge.
So you do not own an extension. Is
Yeah.
that correct? Okay.
Yeah, there we go. He comes short.
He should have hit the 4 ball,
Yeah.
right? He
He
should have
gonna
touched
hit
the
the
4
4
ball,
balls,
like you
yeah.
said. Yeah.
He comes short.
Yep. Now I'm interested different levels. At what point does he say, never mind, I'm just going to make the 5? You know,
Yeah,
so
he gonna make
will
the
he
5,
cut that in and try and get shape here, or will he just say,
No.
never mind, I'm going to be safe?
I don't think so.
You think right now he'll call it good, be done?
Yeah, he gonna make the 5 balls.
Okay.
100%.
100%. Nice.
Or 5.
Nice. So 4-5 now. Alex has 4. Roberto has 5. And we will see. Roberto is working really hard this game. So is Alex, but I get the impression more that Roberto is the one kind of swimming a little bit above his head, trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now Alex, he gonna open this ball.
The 8 ball?
No, he gonna open this ball.
Okay.
Oh, he's playing the 8 ball. I don't think so. That's a good idea. And then Gomez, he got a shot.
Right.
Bang the 2 ball.
Oh, I see. So you're saying if Alex banks that 8 ball over to his hole and leaves the 2 ball here, the problem is it's going to leave a shot on this 2 ball to go
Yeah.
across for Gomez. Yeah.
He gonna hit good.
Right.
The 8 ball.
Yep. Now I wonder if he'd end up crossing the 12 and just bringing the cue ball over, you know, and just make that 2 ball come
Yeah,
down
this
and
one
up,
there
you know?
I'm thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
Just safe.
yeah. I think that's a good shot, or maybe no. He's playing the 8 ball. It's too short.
Yep.
Too short.
Yep. You got any ideas of how you'd play this?
I think Gomez, he might play the 10 ball, bank it, and bring all the way back the cue ball there.
Okay, so cue ball in and then out over here, right?
Yeah.
I see. Yep, he's looking at your shot. The other thing I think of is to bank the 2 and send the cue ball with bottom left, I think. This way. We shall see.
That's a good shot too.
We shall see. Nice thing about the 10 ball is it keeps these balls together. Sometimes my problem in OnePocket is I open everything up and then get frustrated when people run out on me after I open the balls up. You know what I mean? So this could be one of those times too where Roberto's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna make a mess," you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of problem with Alex.
Ay.
Maybe Alex, he might cut the 4 balls.
Hey, yeah. Would you agree this ends up one of these times when, funny enough, this turns into Roberto's ball because it banks so easy, right? It might as well be Roberto's ball, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's not by his pocket, it's such a bankable ball, it turns into a ball that Alex has to really worry about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Slide off. Come here. Nah, probably not.
No,
Probably
I
be like
don't
that. It'd be the problem, right?
I don't think so. He can see the 10 ball.
Yeah.
Or maybe play the 8 ball and then put the cue ball behind the 10 ball.
Yes, yeah, yep. Just kind of cut the 8 a little bit and
Yeah,
just
and bring the 8 ball here.
Oh, 8 ball up
around.
here. I see. Okay, so he's totally hooked. Definitely
Yeah.
hooked. Yeah. Francisco, anytime you want to use something that's not English, you go ahead, man. We got an international audience. You don't have to keep me happy.
Okay.
It's okay. The people watching would appreciate that and enjoy it.
Ayun. Baka tirahin ni Alex yung 4. Preparasyon sa G's. Pero mahirap na natira po ito. Pero wala siyang choice. Dalawa lang pagpipili niya. Papasukin niya yung 4 or tirahin niya yung 8 ball. Tapos dali niya yung pamato doon sa likod ng G's. Pero parang titirahin niya yung 4. Pag nakuha niya ito, pwede siyang manalo. Ang hirap talaga ng OnePocket. Kailangan pag nag-decide ka talaga isang beses lang. Kaya kayo pong naglalaro ng mga OnePocket yan. Kailangan maraming technique. Ayan, titirahin po niya yung 8, dadali niya yung cue ball doon sa likod ng G's. Yun.
How do you think Gomez feels about the 2-railer on the 10 ball? Nah?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe he's playing the 8 ball, bring here the 8 ball and cue ball, bring all the way back again.
And hopefully get that 4
Yeah.
ball, right? Really get that last
Yeah.
second boom,
That's
you know?
exactly he's looking for. Yeah.
Pretty perfect. Yeah, pretty perfect.
Tingin ko ang gagawin ni Alex dito, titirahin niya yung G's pabanda para maalis yung bola ni Gomez. At yung pamato, dyan lang.
Yeah, I don't like any of these shots. I don't know. Now, if he can get the cue ball to here, he's safe. So I guess that's one thing. Sometimes in OnePocket, I feel like you can make something an emergency that's not. If he just goes off and lands there, he's fine, you know. I mean, so sometimes you can make a big thing out of nothing in this game. Yeah, really, anywhere below this line is pretty safe. See what he does.
I think the right shot, he just kick the 10 ball and throw the 10 ball. I have no idea what this Alex is playing. Maybe he's playing the 15?
I don't know.
No good.
Wow. Wow. Do you think that was on purpose, not on purpose?
No, not important. He was so lucky. He wanna put the cue ball behind the 10 ball.
I see, I see.
And he hit bad. But he got lucky. He make the ball.
Right. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely got lucky. If you're going to, at least he pocketed it. Now, do you see any chance of him banking it?
No, I don't think so. I think Gomez is gonna play safe that. He gonna hit the 8 ball and bring the cue ball here.
Oh, okay, so he's going to hit the 8 ball up and bring the cue ball down, basically. Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some version of it. Oh.
Yeah.
Just like he knows how to play the game.
Yeah, right? So he just needs a couple now. Now, things just got a little dangerous, though, right? Things opened up. Things are a little dangerous.
Yeah, but he got no choice. He have to do it that because otherwise, if Gomez he got no balls here,
Right.
so he can bank the 4 balls.
Right.
So that's his smart.
The other way, he was just going to lose slowly,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. You need to change the position of the game. Shuffle the cards. Redeal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now Alex he got no shot because he's scared to bank these 2 balls because Gomez he got a 3
Right,
ball.
exactly. If he banks the 4 or the 2 or the 2 or the 4, cue ball ends up here and he's got shots if he misses. No, just like you were saying, he opted safe. Now he would like the cue ball to stop right there, but it's not gonna.
It's my pool boyfriend here.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
We got a company, Bunny. She's tired. She worked hard.
Yes, I know, right?
Yeah. Now she's hungry again. She's ready to eat.
They get out of here late. It's funny, different games, different shots. You know, I know Gomez could make this bank, and he could make this bank, but on this game, it's not the right time. You know.
Yeah.
He wants to be careful. I think we've been playing this game for 9 hours now. He doesn't want to lose it in the last 4 minutes for doing something stupid, right? You know. Yeah. It may not be 9 hours, but it's been a bit. Right, yes.
Maybe 1 hour and a half now.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Yeah, yes.
That's the OnePocket. Sometimes take time, you know. I see people, they play race to 3 for 6 hours.
Right, right.
Happens here all the time.
Yeah.
That was in part what they were hoping to deal with the Grady rule, right? With the no wedge is to combat that a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't very popular, Francisco. They had that rule for about an hour, and then they said, "Ah, never mind, no Grady rule.
Right.
Wedge away, go ahead."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just hit the ball.
just hit the ball. This is the wrong event to make a bunch of silly rules.
Yeah.
Nobody was amused.
Can he bank the 12? I don't think so. That's tough.
Yeah.
What do you think, Madam Bunny?
No,
No?
she says.
He didn't think so. I said,
No.
For a second, Francisco, can I get you to? Thank you very much. Perfect.
There you go. Hello. All right.
dressed like a pool player and stuff.
All right.
I think Alex is gonna bank the 2 balls. Maybe.
You think he's thinking about crossing over on the 2?
Yeah.
Yep. Send
Or
the cue
bang
ball
the
over.
12.
Yep. Now, do you think? Nah, I guess the gap here would more take it that way, huh? For the 4 ball.
I think he's looking for 2 ball.
Yeah.
2 ball or 4.
I think technically, but it's tough. I think this 8 goes, and the cue ball would end up here. But
Yeah.
boy, if you hit that 4 ball, the 4 ball goes over here, and it'd be no good. So
He's playing the 12.
No, it plugs directly into a little. It might plug into one of the cameras. This style.
No.
safe.
Shape, yeah.
Yeah.
I literally ordered this when I was out here and sent it to my hotel room because I didn't have the rest.
So 4-6. Roberto Gomez is up.
Cancels out the background.
Just gonna 1-rail this 8 ball, right?
Yeah. I think he's gonna bank it, yeah.
You think he's gonna punch it or slow roll it?
Draw, I think. Or stop.
They're not that expensive, but this is what you should invest in. This is what I use for the podcast.
Uh-oh. Oh, he was lucky there. Look at that.
Wow.
He was
Yeah.
lucky there.
Yeah. Yes, he was. What do you like here, Francisco? Any ideas?
Oh, gosh. Can Alex bank that?
I think he can. He should probably feel kind of obligated to try the 4-ball bank, right? Or I mean,
I don't think so because if he miss, Gomez, he got a shot.
yeah.
I think he gonna play safe. He gonna bank the 4 balls. No, yeah.
On the flip side of that, though, there's nothing more humbling than being a part of a school that has proper funding and you're wearing all the proper stuff, and then a school comes up with a rag tag. You can tell that it's hand-me-downs. Yeah, and you're like, oh yeah, well.
Good shot, Alex. You think Gomez is banking the 8 ball to his hole?
No,
No.
I think he gonna play the 13.
Like what you say, they put their pants on the same way we do. Don't pay attention to how it looks. That's how you play.
I did. And I think that's why I'm extra tired now.
Maybe play the 2 ball, 3 rail.
3 rails this way?
Yeah.
But this game, it's just hard to know. All right, I think he's banking that 8 to about right here, just straight back. Or no. That's wrong. That's wrong. Wrong guy.
Uh-oh. Now Alex, he gonna play that now.
Yep.
The 4 balls.
Think he'll cross over the 4 ball?
Look like.
We'll see. He's going to need a good controlled cue ball. I know he's too bad that that's 8 balls there, or he just banked this 12 ball.
Mm-hmm.
What's he doing, Francisco? Any idea?
I think he gonna bank the 12 balls and kill the cue ball there. He gonna hit the 13.
Okay, so like this with the 12 ball.
Yeah.
And cue ball here, die.
Yeah. No, he play not aggressive this time.
Yep. They're going to have a 4 ball wedge,
Yeah.
5 ball wedge. I keep waiting for one of them to just go for it, to just say whatever. You know, I'm waiting for Robert Gomez to say, whatever, I'm banking this 8 ball, I don't care.
Probably, and then he bank and then put the cue ball there.
Over here, yeah. So
But
cue
if he
ball.
missed that,
That's the problem, right?
That's the problem.
Yes, as soon as you decide I've had enough, I'm going for it.
yeah,
That's when it can
I
go
don't
wrong,
think so.
right?
Gomez is going like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm in the booth now because sometimes I say, I'm tired of it, I'm going to go
Yeah.
for it, right? Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah.
He's playing the 13. Now Alex, he got the 8 ball.
Oh, boy. Now, not only could he cut the 8 ball, but in a perfect world,
Well, he have to play that. If he don't play that,
yeah,
if he make that, he might run out.
he could get 2 balls at least off of this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he makes it and gets good shape.
Now the 4 balls now. Maybe can he see the 4 balls? I don't think.
I
No.
don't think so.
Write a letter. I don't know what to say. Oh, well, I'll write a letter. She's writing a letter.
I'm so impressed that they can play safeties for that many shots in a row and then have a long green shot like that
Yeah.
where you just got to make it and stroke it nice, and they just make it. You know, that is
Yeah.
so hard. That is so difficult.
Like I say, Alex is good in move, you know.
Yeah, he's the real deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the real deal. I agree. Francisco, silly question, but Lee Spot, he keeps wearing Lee Spot, the spot,
Yeah.
the shirt. Does he own that bar? Does he play out of that bar? Do you know
No.
anything about it? You don't have to know anything about
That's
it.
his sponsor, I think.
His sponsor, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to know. He keeps wearing the shirts with the Lee Spot Billiard
Mhm.
Lounge. I just wasn't sure. Boy, that-
Too much.
he got the hook, though. He's got to be, after this
Yeah.
long, he's got to be happy to get a ball next
Well,
to his
if he
hole
make-
and have a hook.
If he make that, so he won.
Yes, exactly. Oh, wow. Boy, Alex has turned this game around in the last
Yeah.
3 shots, hasn't he?
He got. I thought he gonna make it this shot.
Boy. One pocket is chess, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, all of this has been coming towards this moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can't, it's going to be hard to even take a foul from here.
No, I don't think so.
You know, not that he's gonna, but I mean, that's, you know, even taking a foul would be difficult from here. I don't
Yeah.
know. Huh. Any ideas? What would you do?
I think he gonna play this one here.
The 4 ball?
Yeah, behind.
Oh, like
This
this?
is the he's looking for.
I see.
Hopefully, he gonna hit perfect that.
I know Scott Frost talks about hitting it hard enough to get it over here. Would you do it hard or soft?
No, you have this position. You have to eat soft.
It's soft. Okay.
Oh, he can see it.
He went a little opposite, but he could see more of it than
Yeah,
we
he
thought.
can see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good safe. Do you like going off the left side of the four or the right side of the four to get the cue ball out of there?
No, right side. I think all
This
you
way.
have to do.
Okay.
Oh, Alex is going there.
I wonder if the side pocket is big going the other way. Oh, that's nice, and he hooked him. Almost hooked him.
Yeah. Because even Gomez throw that, so Alex he got a shot now.
Right.
Hmm.
1-1, yeah.
Now, to me, it seems like he's got to get that four out of there, doesn't he? I mean, if he can see it.
Yeah, but if, it's better if he leave only there because if he gonna move all the way back and Alex he got two shots,
I see.
15 and the 12,
I
bang.
see. Yes, yes, yes.
So it's better just leave the 4 balls there.
I see, okay. Boy. Would you one rail the 4 ball or would you cross over the 13 and send the cue ball over here?
I think Alex is going for play the 15 balls.
The
Bank
15.
it, yeah, and bring the cue ball
You
there.
agree, cue ball like that?
Yeah.
Maybe get a hook, maybe make it and get shape on the 4 ball, right? No.
I think it's good angle.
Now, worst case scenario, he comes up short, leaves Roberto cue ball here, and that 15 bounces and lands here, so he gets a free shot at it. So he needs to be really careful and make sure that 15 lands. Oh, is he taking the 4?
He's taking the 4.
Live and learn.
Yeah. That's a very smart too.
Yeah.
I think he got no good angle with the 15 balls. That's why he played the 4 balls.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think the odds? Gomez just tries to bank this in and sends the cue ball back up table.
Yeah, and then stop the cue ball there.
Yeah. Yeah, that way cue ball ends up here, and Alex got a big cut on his balls, but the 12 is going to be sitting over here, hopefully, for pressure. Francisco, I got to talk to you about food while you're here because you're a veteran of this stuff. Do you hit a grocery store when you get into town? Do you just eat cheeseburgers here? What do you eat in this hotel? There's nothing around here to eat.
No, we go in supermarket buy a lot of stuff, you know.
Yeah, nice,
because
nice.
if you eat here every day, that's expensive.
That's great to hear. I did the same thing, but I didn't know if at your level what you guys did. I hit the grocery store on day one and get a deli sandwich meat and cheese and bread and mustard and chips and pickles, and then I'm good for.
That's the way that's too. We buy everything. There.
Okay. Just curious. Yeah, I can't eat hotel food for 10 days in a row. Plus, I'll go broke. Yeah, so I was just curious what you guys that travel around so much, you know. All right.
Now Alex, he got 13. He gonna bank it.
You see Gomez look down at it and be like, and then hit the table. I think you're right, Francisco.
Yeah.
I think he can shoot the 12 ball. Gomez says he can. Yeah. Gomez wanted him to the right 1 more inch.
Mm-hmm.
Just a tiny bit. That's my vote. Do you travel with somebody, Francisco?
I'm driving with Ray Hansen.
Okay, from Ray's basement.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, Ray Hansen.
Oh, okay.
The TV production.
Okay, I see. Okay, I gotcha. There's another Ray from Ray's basement, but I think the
Yeah,
Ray is
Roy.
his middle name. Roy, that's right.
Roy,
Thank
yeah.
you. And Roy is really his middle name, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good talk. Yeah, you called it, Francisco. Oh, did it drift a little?
Oh my God! No, that's the problem. The type
Hey, okay.
supposed to be is going. It's so good, perfect.
I felt like it was going. Wow, he was out. That was the game?
Yeah,
That was the
supposed to
game.
be was out that.
Yep. Oh. How many out of 10 times will Alex miss this shot, do you think?
Well, it look like easy, but it's not. You know, it's a top shot. Bang is top shot. You should have the speed good. You know.
You think he misses 3 out of 10?
Oh yeah, I miss a easy shot like that too.
Okay.
It's not that easy.
It's good for players my level to know that, you know?
Yeah.
Francisco, keeping score, I'm not that great at. So I'm trying to remember and trying to be good at
Yeah.
it. So he's on the hill now.
Oh, Alex, he needs 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I had to run out there and check the ball count a minute ago because I got lost. All right, so he's got 1 rail. I like his odds of this, or at least leaving it in the jaws, I think. He floats these balls so nice. Yeah, that's going to be in the jaws with a hook, I think. We will see. Not quite the jaws, though. Do you think he probably goes into the rail, pop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard or soft again? Do you go hard or soft on this?
No, if I play that, I gonna go a little bit soft.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, it's too hard. Now, Alex, you gonna do it again.
Do the 1 rail bank again.
Yeah.
Right. Because the point of going soft was the 2 ball and the corner pocket would keep him from doing a bank again, right? Yeah. And possibly stop this 12 ball from being banked too if you left the 4 more
I don't
here,
think
right?
so, the 12, because it's the angle, I think, is the cue ball is going in the...
Right, but I'm saying if he had gone soft at the 4 and left the 4 here, it also means the 12 wouldn't bank, right? It would be in his lane, right?
That's a good idea.
So again, not only is this a good bank, but he's going to have a decent little hook out of this if
Yeah.
he misses it, which is a nice insurance policy. That could have gone a little more according to plan, but at least Alex is in the driver's seat right now, you know, and he's got Roberto following him, so he likes that.
Yeah. And Roberto, he got no... Maybe bank the 12 balls
Yeah.
and bring the cue ball here. If he make
Oh,
it,
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
he got
yeah.
a
Bank
shot.
the 12 over and leave the cue ball over here.
Yeah.
Boy, if I'm Alex, I'm hoping that he does not cross bank this 4 and leave the cue ball here for the 12.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Gonna kick again.
You play pool year round? Do you take summer off at all? Is there a time of year you don't like to play pool? I know some people take the summer off.
No, I always take time.
You always take time off?
Time off.
Same time every year, or you just wait and see what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That was precise. That was a precise shot. No scratch.
No,
yeah.
the 2 ball. Now you're gonna get more problems.
Alex says, let's play this game, Roberto.
Yeah.
This is fun. Yep. He could make this one. He could pocket this one.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that.
Yep.
What
Go.
now? Alex, he got everything.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Boy, if you don't hit under this 2 ball, if you hit just the side, cue ball comes up, leaves a shot. This is dangerous.
It's danger, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Especially the cue ball is froze.
Yep. I've hit this shot, and because you got to punch it a little bit, sometimes I miss the 2 ball completely. You know, I just go choo and miss it completely. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Sometimes you can hit this 12 ball because you're trying to drift it a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm. I think Gomez, he like to try cut the 12 balls.
Is this a shot where you like your shaft that's
No.
not low deflection, or do you prefer a low deflection on this shot? Do you know what I'm saying? Your shaft will curve a little bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you play with deflection, that's good.
Yeah.
But in one piece, sometimes problem, you know.
Okay, I was just curious because with my cue, it's harder to get it to curve like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And with yours, it's a little easier. So I was just wondering. I know that's part of why you like deflection, right? Is because
Yeah.
you want to use that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot of the Taiwanese players going back to deflection cues,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's yeah.
Before, they always play a one piece.
Okay. Did you ever go low deflection? Did you
Yeah.
ever? You did use the
Yeah.
low deflection, and now you're back to look at.
Mhm.
Okay. How long ago did you switch back?
Oh, just not much, maybe a couple years.
Okay. You glad you switched back?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you here. I got to ask you these questions. There's people that want to know. You know, what tip you use, Francisco?
Elk Master.
An elk master.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been using that since 30 years now.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some old school LaPro-y kind of. The elk
Mhm.
master been around a long time.
You try to cut this.
You think he's trying to cut the 12
You gonna cut the 12.
and leave the cue ball, something like that? Or at least that's what he's thinking about, huh?
Yeah, but this is tough, you know. If he hit behind the 2 balls, he gonna crush it.
At this point, though, he figures he's about to lose, right?
Yeah.
He thinks, I'm about to lose.
So he's going wild now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe cut the 12 and bring the cue ball down for the bank on the 2 ball. You know,
Mhm.
anything other than losing, well, you sit on your hands, right? He
Yeah.
doesn't want to go sit down and lose. He wants to go out swinging, right?
Yeah. So he's going now.
He's
One
going
on
now,
one.
right? Exactly.
One
Mano
on
a
one.
mano.
That's a tough.
Yes. I know for me, when I'm playing one pocketed, I assume same with these guys. This is the time where I'm thinking to myself, I have been working my butt off for an hour and a half. I
Yeah.
don't want to lose it for one silly decision when I didn't want to take any more time. You know what I mean? Like, I will take all the time in the world. I'm not going to regret this. I feel like I see Roberto doing that. Would you agree?
Mm.
Okay.
Uh-oh. He can cut the 2 balls.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. My money's on Alex. Now here's where we find out if I have the score right. So if he goes 2 rails here, then I have the score wrong because he needs 2 more balls.
Oh,
So
he
we'll
needs
see.
2 more balls?
I don't know. No, I think he just needs 1, but we'll see.
If he needs 2 balls, so he gonna cut this one and play 3 rail position here,
Yep.
the cue ball.
Yeah, that's what I think. So we're about to find out. Everything's looking funny now.
Yeah. Oh, he need 2 balls.
Yes, he must need 2.
2-2, yeah. I thought he need 1. Wow, he got lucky that he almost scratched. This one is looking for.
Yeah, he knew that angle was funny.
Yeah,
Think he's banking this back up and trying to leave the cue ball here?
yeah, this one is looking for. He comes short.
He came short.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came
right?
short,
Yeah. He definitely wanted that cue ball here right now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so bottom left, so he's hoping to spin off that rail after the hit, I
Yeah.
think. We'll see. No, stop shot.
Make it. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Now Gomez, he gonna bank the 4 balls for sure. If he make it, and they got a chance to scratch.
If the 4 was below this line, then he could hit this really hard and send the cue ball off the table and
Yeah.
spot it up. But with the 4 bar there, it's almost insulting to do that because you know you're playing somebody at a level that is just going to knock that 4 ball
Yeah,
in, right?
But
It's,
you got
know.
no choice.
So
You
yeah,
have
it's
to.
yeah. Now if he makes the 4 ball,
And then he
then
gonna
he slammed the
scratch.
12
Yeah.
off the table, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. But there's no point in doing it until he takes care of this 4
Yeah.
ball. Yeah. Just trying to explain strategy-wise to people who aren't familiar with the OnePocket. This is one of those complicated situations at the end
Yeah.
where if you don't know what to do, you make a mistake later, and one of the old-timer pulls you aside and says, hey, man, here's what you
Yeah.
got to do. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and he's being careful. He's been playing this game 3 days now, I think. He wants to be careful.
Yeah. Oh my God, he make the shot.
Francisco. Wow.
Now he gonna scratch.
Now you follow this in or cue ball off the table? What do you like?
No, you have to follow.
You follow it
it's very
in.
easy to scratch. Yeah.
Right. When it's that deep, right?
Yeah.
Diamond table, yep.
Oh, yeah. Wow, he's still alive.
Wow. Of course, of course, of course.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you so much, Francisco. Anytime, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, Francisco is out of here. I really appreciate him sitting in with me. That was amazing. All right, so Alex Pagulayan, point at him. Who could say? What's that? Yeah, yeah. So, well, it's 1 off now. We just had Gomez had to do that, so Gomez is at 6. There we go. All right, so this is the shot. If they're all wired up and perfectly straight up and down, and if Alex has been eating his Wheaties and practicing this shot with my buddy Tom Moore, then oh my God, he's about to put both these balls in the pocket or close enough to count. Yeah, so this is where he's going to double check that they are spotted and straight. And this is one of the times, at least in my experience, when your opponent is going to be fine with you doing what Alex just did. Take them apart, put them back together. We all know what your problem is. We all know what's happening. They were spotted incorrectly because it didn't matter at the moment, and now it matters, and we have expectations. I believe, I don't like this shot, but people who like this shot, I believe they're drawing that cue ball about here, maybe here. So we will see how he does this here. My favorite shot on this one is to take that cue ball down and just play it safe. But that's partly because of my level. I find this a bit dangerous. Yeah. Okay, so he drew out the cue ball straight back. Oh, and he got him doubled up. Well, speaking of practice, Alex may feel good about that. He may be always laughing. Oh, it's such a good time. Roberto's going to murder him. All right. So Alex needs 1 ball. Roberto needs 2. Roberto is less and less amused with Alex as this goes on. Yeah, so we shall see. All right, so he is going to kick into the bottom of the 12. Oh, is he going right in the pocket? Oh, no. Okay. Well, tough to say. If this is a ring game, if you're playing Alex 9-ball, he's kicking that ball in all day. OnePocket, he should. Yeah, he's going for it. This would be an awful time to make a silly mistake. Huh. Wow, so Gomez is going to go, it looks like just physically, he's going to go 1 rail into it and try and stay under the 12. He doesn't have a lot of other options. I got to say, if he comes in from top to bottom is how I think of it with right-hand English, he's going to slide right past that 12 ball. That just ain't going to work. So he is trying to go slow and low, probably accepting the fact that it's a foul. That's a foul, but it was not a foul. But I'm saying, okay, he would like Alex to be impressed with his shot. Alex is amused with this shot. All right. So yeah, I think he's just gonna slide off that 12 ball, send it up, send the cue ball here, and try and hook him again. But we will see. It's hard to know. Alex needs 1 ball. All right. Here's the move, and he wants to get him hooked. A little hard, I think. We shall see. Hey, what's up, Matt McInnes? Matt McInnes back. Hey, what's up, Sherry Ross? How are you? How's your day been?
Nice and leisurely.
Nice.
Went and took Randy C. over to his hotel. We went and found this awesome breakfast place called Toast on Main Street. Gotta go.
Okay.
And
Very cool.
A coffee bar.
Oh, nice.
Very
Well,
nice.
things are going Sherry Ross's way.
I sure wish these guys could have some fun playing.
Yeah,
I was sweating Mike Deshane playing next to him against
Is there a
Dennis.
different vibe?
And it's such a different vibe because they're all business. And these two guys are yucking it up, having such a great time. You could
Seriously.
tell how much fun they're having.
They're just cracking each other up,
Yeah.
yes. So Dennis or Coolio
Mike Deshane.
And Mike Deshane. And how's that going over there?
I believe Dennis is just now at 7-4, I believe is the score over there.
Well, Alex Pagulayan and Roberto Gomez just played a game that took 9 days.
Right. Yeah, no, I left about an hour ago, and that was that game they were on.
I'm going to need to go shave now. Yeah, so no. And it's
2 to 1?
2 to 1, yes.
Alex?
Is that right? Yeah, Alex, yep.
Yeah, that was a heck of a game, man. They were
seriously
going on and on.
Nope, I agree.
And so Francisco had enough of that game and took off to go over there and give some chili fries.
Francisco was so sweet. He stayed here for a really long time, and then he said, I'm going to need to take a break for a second. And then, God love him, he came back about 15 minutes later and sat down for another 40 minutes or so.
Oh, gosh, that's great.
And then, oh, God, something happened where it's like stuck at 7-7 forever, or he should have won, but he scratched or something. He was just like, all right, so I got to go eat. Yeah.
Can't blame him. That's my next plan.
So nice of him. Yeah, I will be checking out that YouTube video. Oh, your next plan? Yeah.
My next move is food. It's really easy to lose track of time here.
Oh, dude.
I've done it about every single day I've been here and realized I hadn't eaten forever. It's like, I need to get some food now. But, yeah, still. Wouldn't change it for anything.
All right, my God, are they taking a break? You'd think.
It's possible. Yeah, I think they went to take a break, and they were reminded
that it ain't gonna work like that.
Yeah, how far behind everything is.
No, dude.
Yeah, you guys keep playing, I think is what.
Right, exactly. Cool.
Yeah, no, I think Roberto might have run to the restroom. I think that's what happened. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, I had a couple as well.
I'm all about it. I got my photos of me and Franisco Bustama. So that is fun. That's a big deal to me.
Yeah, here, let me, I got a couple I can forward to you.
Oh, yeah, send them my messenger, please. Thank you. I will tell all I can get. I do not pretend like I don't care.
All right, coming your way.
Thank you, sir.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. 2 for Alex, 1 for Roberto. Oh, that's a good one. That was a good one. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Matt. Oh, I look pleased. I look like things are going okay.
Yeah, just a bit.
How's your trip going?
Oh, it's been, I think it's right up there with the greatest vacation I've ever taken. The only thing that's better was a 2-month sabbatical I took in Europe before I was a pool player and didn't even know anything about pool. So this is up there.
You had no idea you were supposed to be doing something else is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, it's been epic.
It has been epic. I've been really a bit shocked about the pace of it and how good and interested I still am in everything. I am not burnt. You know, I've been to other tournaments where at the end of it you're like, okay, and that'll do it. I'm still feeling really good about things.
Well, I think there is, depending on what you're doing here, if you're trying to participate or if you're trying to take it all in as an enthusiast as I am, I think there's a way to approach it that would behoove your endurance. And for me, that means cutting out. You can't sweat action every single night, or you'll be burnt after the first 2 nights.
Right.
So for me, getting a fair amount of sleep early on has kept me alive, so to speak. I'm still in the game.
I was really glad that I asked Bustamante about food,
Mm-hmm.
because as soon as I mentioned it, he knew exactly what I was talking about and said, "Oh yeah, we go grocery shopping on day one."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the way
it
to
saves
go.
us a bunch of money, and we can't eat this hotel food day after day after day.
Yeah.
He said the same thing,
go
like
broke.
you and I say to each other. We're like, "Yeah, we got to go grocery shopping. It's got to be on day
Day one.
Seriously, not day 6
Yeah.
or 4."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're already $900 into hotel food, and
Yeah.
you feel awful. You're not sure
Precisely.
why.
Yeah.
You haven't drank a bottle of water.
Yeah.
All right, so we shall see.
The guy's an 800 and something Fargo and he's playing
I gotta think he's just thinking about this, not really doing it. We'll see. Oh, he's really doing it. All right, well, we got under the 6. That's what he wanted. Now, I gotta think Alex is gonna slide off that 13 and come over here somewhere. But we shall see. This would be one of those few times, not every player likes this, but where you could go rail first into the 13 because you could miss it a little bit and probably still end up okay. This 5 ball is your one problem with that. So again, I'm not saying that's the greatest shot. I'm just saying I know some players who like that, and this would be a time when it's a little more feasible. Worst you're probably going to give up is 1 ball.
Yeah.
This 13 could take that path to and go off the 6. So we'll see. Yep, he's going for the hook. Who wouldn't?
Mr. Jones helped me out with that.
Oh, nice, nice. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that was fantastic.
All right, so same thing. I mean, it seems like he's got to slide off the 10 and get below, let's say this line.
Mm-hmm.
What a horrible line. But he also can't be too far back or he'll leave the cut on this 3 ball.
Right.
So he needs to be kind of on this side of that line and on this side of this line. Sorry, guys. I'm drawing with a mouse, and apparently I'm going to need some practice.
It's like shooting pool with a garden rake.
Right, seriously.
A little awkward.
Or a fishing pole.
There you go.
Yeah. The word ineffectual comes to mind.
That's a nice word.
Matt, there's a lot of people here.
Yeah, it's
River City Classic.
it's picked up. I think 9 ball brought in Banks was one thing, but now we've had a resurgence. Some people left, and more people have moved in. Essentially,
Right. You mentioned it's hard to keep track of time. If you told me it was 10 p.m., I'd be like, yeah, that's right. If you said it was 10 a.m., I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. 3 p.m., yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
It's the casino way, man. You look at the carpet, and you're not sure where you are.
There's no clocks anywhere.
Yep, the oxygen's getting pumped in. We're wide awake.
Yep. There's coffee everywhere you
There's
look.
coffee
right?
everywhere.
Hey, have some coffee.
Yeah. Lots of sugar to go with it
Oh, thank God.
to make it like Pepsi.
That's right. All right, so he's going off the rail into the 11, into the 6. I'm making that up, but he might be. Oh, wow.
What an incredible.
Oh, look at his
him. Look
crowd
his
walk
strut.
back. Oh, my God. Oh, that was classic.
I'm not sure, but I think Roberto liked that shot.
Classic.
I think he was happy with that
my
outcome.
gosh.
That was so funny. Oh.
Wow.
Well, if you've never seen Roberto do his impression of an amateur pool player, it's quite hysterical. As that little walk back to his chair was equally funny.
Oh, jeez.
He's got a great.
He's good at imitating other players, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that other players looked a certain way until I watched him imitate them, and I was like, "Oh, they do that. They have those mannerisms, don't they?"
Yeah.
Matt, I don't know what he's doing. Off the 4 and behind the 10. Nope.
Huh? That works. Well, he's left the bank.
So the last game, without exaggerating, I believe was about an hour and a half long. I would say Alex does not want to play for an hour and a half right now. He would like to he's trying to make something happen is what I feel like I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's the thing that takes a little more time to to see and figure out is when these players are going,
Right.
when they're stalling, and at this level in a race to 3, it's harder for me, being a novice to OnePocket, to pick that up.
Right.
You know, I'm not always seeing it, but sometimes it is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But that's why you just got to play and watch a lot of one hole to get these moves and these things down. That's the only way around it. You got to get out there and do battle.
All right, so I might as well swap because they swapped, right?
Yeah.
This is Alex's hole now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he would like to send the cue ball like this while breaking out that 10 ball a little bit.
Or just get some separation with those 3 balls.
Yeah, exactly. But I get the impression it's a little dangerous. He's not, you know. Yeah, he could clip off the 10, the 14, or the 8, I believe. He's doing none of that. Yeah, we will see.
And how many different people have jumped on here with you during this match alone? Boosty, myself,
Rick Jones. Sophia Tran was here for a minute, I think. That's a blur now.
Oh, that's a nice effort.
Man, nice. Got safe.
Yeah, the key to that was getting that cue all up there.
Yep. Now, if he could bank the 7 straight across and send the cue ball down here for the hook on the 6 and safe on for the hook on the 6 and the safe on the 3, I think he's good. But we'll see what he likes. Hate to get too fancy with where you're trying to put that 7 ball because you don't want to scratch and you don't want to leave the 3.
Right.
And you need to safe that 6 ball. That 6 is really his only ball that you can say is his right now. Never mind, Matt.
Well, and that's why it's hard to know when you're not standing over the table. I don't know how many times I've seen that commentating different games, but you just cannot know unless you're really over the ball at the table what the angle looks like.
Yeah.
Camera angles don't do it justice. So I used to be pretty hard on commentators until I did it a few times, and then I realized, oh yeah, that's why they're unable to predict what they're doing, because you just can't see it the same way unless you're down at the table. It's the only way it happens. That was one thing I was really surprised and found it interesting to know where, when you hear, if you watch an AccuStats video of the main TV table here at Derby, if you're listening to Mark Wilson and Danny DiLiberto or Billy and Cardona or any of the guys that do commentary, they're significantly removed from the actual playing table. They're in the balcony in a room.
Right.
And they're looking at monitors. So it's not like they're standing over the table to see the shots and call the shots. That would be the only thing I could think that could be different for Bad Boys here in this particular setup, is if there was a way for them in the future to get an overhead, have this side angle behind where they're sitting.
Yeah.
You know, because that way in the telestrator, that combination. Definitely.
Win the game.
Yeah, right. Did you see that last one?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Up the world right now.
Oh man.
Yeah, they are, huh? Yeah.
They're having a good time doing it too.
Oh boy.
Wow, that's could leave them.
All right, so the 6 is going to spot up. All right, well, Alex is about to have a Mario Party. Get that 6 in there. Yeah, Roberto's unhappy. That may have been the set right there. How many balls do you think he's about to run, Matt?
He's going to make 6 balls.
All right. I'm at 4, but I have less imagination than you. It's just hard for me to imagine.
Well, It depends. It kind of depends on what happens on this first shot, I
Right.
think. And yeah. Let's see what he falls on.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's gonna get 6. He might get out here. I mean,
well, let's count. So he's got 1 now.
Yeah.
That's got to be 2. That's got to be 3. That's got to be 4. That's got to be 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this could be 6, 7, but we'll see. They're a little more difficult.
Yeah, no, it depends on how. I think that, well, the transition, getting on the 4 ball is going to be, let's see if he runs into it or if he avoids it here to get onto the, what is that, the 14?
Yeah, 12, I think.
12, yep, no, that's a 12. This is big because the 4 ball's like,
and just for the record, he's using that bridge instead of cutting the 9 in and bringing the cue ball back over to basically the same spot, possibly even higher,
right,
to make the 7 ball in the corner. So I'm a little surprised he's not cutting the 9, especially since it involves using the bridge, possibly hooking yourself behind the 4 and doing a, go ahead.
I was just going to say, is he potentially doing that because he doesn't want to get, is it doubled up if he's behind the 6 and the 7? Is that possibility to where,
yeah, I'll buy that.
Because if he can't shoot it clean, then that's why he has to. You think he might be forced to shoot the 6 ball first?
No, I know what you mean.
So now, to me, he's got to avoid that 4 ball, which he did. Now, this will be interesting. This, to me, is whether or not he's getting out. I'll have to see how he attacks this 12 ball and what happens with the 4.
Seems like he's got to come up here for the 9 and leave some angle like that so that he can get either on the 7 or the 4 next.
Yep, precisely what he did. Went higher.
All right, now I know a guy named Al Perez that'd probably come back here right now for the shape on the 5 to get all the way out. He likes getting way back. But we'll see.
Incidentally, does Mr. Perez live in Vancouver, Washington? Mm-hmm. He does.
Well, Washington, Vancouver, I don't know. Yeah.
That means he's not an Oregonian.
He's not an Oregonian, no.
Yeah. I did not know that until recently.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets confusing with those Vancouver guys. Sorry, this is regional stuff. We live in a state.
Yeah.
There's another state right
Sorry,
across
folks.
the river. That probably happens in other parts of the world, too. But anyway. So we got a guy that lives across the river but comes over to our state to play, and everybody just thinks he's from our state. And he's a good guy. But he's not from our state.
Oh, now he's going to get, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, get off of that rail. Well, I said 6. We're at 3.
I said 4.
Yeah. I think you're looking better all the time here, depending on how he hits this one.
Yeah, we'll see.
I got the checks right there. So I'll just make that one for 36. Whatever the invoice amount is.
Yeah. Well,
Is he leaving himself the 8-ball bank?
that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Because he could bank that, stop the ball, get the 4, and then I would be right.
If he doesn't, there's that too. If he doesn't jostle the 10 and the 14.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he doesn't really want to separate that from Roberto.
Yeah, exactly.
But he is shooting it. He might even be shooting the ball in the center, man. I think he is. No, he was shooting 8.
You see his body language on that?
Yeah.
He almost fell down.
Yeah. But no, so now, is he going to the 15 ball?
God,
and then trying
Yes, up here.
Yep. That is exactly right. Well, okay.
All right, so here's 7.
Yeah, and then he's going to shoot. Oh, he just, what happened?
We had the ball count wrong. And when I say we, it's more me. Matt McInnes. Everyone always gets that look on their face right now, and where I'm saying, hey, Matt, thanks for joining us, buddy. Just accept it. It's over.
Wow.
Matt McInnes, thanks for joining us in this
fun, man.
match.
Thank
I really
you very much.
appreciate it.
I thought we had one more ball to go.
I know. Well, we all did. We didn't.
Oh, good for Alex.
Bad Boys TV.
Congratulations.
Bird Shopping Network,
Thanks for
Littman
letting me say it.
Lights. Yeah, thanks for coming, dude.
That was fun.
Derby City Classic 2019.